Okay. Nice. I do need to move this out my way so I can see better. Okay, so these headphones seem to work, but I'm just not even sure a party chat will work at this point. I don't understand. Ah. Okay, I followed everything. I restarted my router, played with the PlayStation, the whole 9 yards. So I just hope if Chris wants to try again, he can. I'm more than happy to. My with Endo. Shit. Woo! Okay, so the value here is fine. At least I can confirm that. Shit. I'm gonna delete the other stream from earlier. Just irritated how that did not work. And I felt bad because I would definitely would have loved to stream with Chris, but for some reason chat did not want to work. Oh yeah, it's just really weird, frustrating to say the least. Very frustrating. I just don't understand. It's really weird, frustrating to say the least. Very frustrating. Nothing I can do about it though. Like if you want quit, it's up to you. After I do the first playthrough at least, I'll definitely try again with you if you like. It's your call though, because I want to keep frustrating you with this eater. Hey Neffy, long time no see. I was live earlier, but I had some technical difficulties, so I had to end that live. Time so finally couldn't stop you. How's life been treating you though, Neffy? It's good to have you here. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that as always. Tech 8, I was telling Damien earlier, Yoshimitsu's been really working my fucking nerves. Thank you, I appreciate that. It means a lot to hear, Neffy. Oh, nice. I'm good. I might be staying with my folks for a little bit. I have to find out from my roommate by Wednesday. But I'll know for a fact by Wednesday. Of course, I had to. It really pissed me off because people are acting like what that man did was something horrendous. He did not. Like, first and foremost, what Sketch did was something he did that has nothing to do with his streaming content. That before he became a streamer, and he didn't deceive nobody. That's like no one's business. I can understand Sketch was a scammer, you know, abuser. Oh, he had an OnlyFans in the past and deals with men. That's nothing wrong with that, except unless you're homophobic. So that really pissed me off. I didn't even know who he was until I saw the whole controversy on Twitter, but it just wasn't right. And as a fellow gay person, LGBTQ member, I felt I had to say something about that because that wasn't right what they were doing to him. Yeah, it's not only was he making his own money, what he did had nothing to do with his audience. Like, people say, well, he targeted, like, you know, like he makes content for kids. I'm like, okay, you can be gay and still make content for kids. They are not mutually exclusive. Yeah, a lot of his fellow streamers also came into his defense as well. And people were trying to cancel. I'm like, what did he do? And once I found out what he did, it made me angry because I'm like, this man didn't do nothing wrong. But yeah, and I said in my video, whoever searched it up was a real piece of shit. And I hope that person gets their own karma. I hope something they want kept hidden and someone exposes their ass. Because that what they did, the sketch was unnecessary. That was just being nasty and looking for something to use against them. There was no need to do that. Zero need. My whole thing, not only like his content had nothing, like first of all, it's not like he was displaying that part of himself to minors. So what he does in his privacy with him and another grown behind man, it's no one's business but him and that grown man. Yeah, I just hope he comes back stronger from all this. I definitely do, because that was some BS. I mean, of course, because it was no one's business. And he didn't have to. He wasn't breaking no laws. And my whole thing is, I can understand if, you know, they found him dealing with minors or doing like something crazy. But once they found out he was a grown adult, this was years before he started doing streaming. Oh shoot. This was different, and plus, it's nothing what he did was wrong. I'm just, my mind's kind of frazzled. But he did nothing wrong. And it's bothering me how people were coming at him like crazy, like he did like this heinous crime when it was not the case at all. Ooh, ouch. They do. They really do. For people who engage that kind of stuff, they really do. It does. And you know another thing, because as you guys may know with my thumbnails, I usually go look up non-safe for work content to make my thumbnails. I've noticed there's a lot of transgender related stuff on the internet. And people swear they dislike transgender people. They like look at them like they're abnormal. But when I go on the internet, trans people pretty much run the adult stuff on the internet. It's not the cisgender people, it's the transgender people who run the stuff on the internet. Exactly. It bothered me, like with the whole thing with Dr. Disrespect. That man was actually talking to minors. That man was talking to minors. Meanwhile, people act like what Sketch did was 10 times worse. Like, baby, it wasn't even half as worse than what Dr. Disrespect did. It's crazy. The hypocrisy is crazy. It's like how people act like religion. Like all those things people do in religion, it's like A-okay, but don't be gay. Don't be gay. And like, if we're gonna get on gay people, we gotta get on everything else too. You can't pick and choose. Like, you could be a piece of crap as long as you're heterosexual, but let's you still be a piece of crap allegedly and you're homosexual, the world comes to an end. They eat shrimp. They freaking, what's that word I'm trying to think of? They have sex before marriage. You're abusers, you're a whole 9 yards. You drink everything you're not supposed to do. Yet you're supposed to be holy endowed. But when it comes to homosexuality, suddenly you got a complaint. You gotta start doing that combo at the corner. Oh, my bad, Chris. I'm not as hip to a lot of music. My music taste is very Onyxe. That's the best way to say it, because I don't branch out much. I listen to the same 10, 20 songs a day. And the artists I mainly listen to is like Sabrina Carpenter and Nicki Minaj. Sure, child. Well, yeah, I love Lost and I love what you call it, Resurrection. I just don't care for Coraline so much. Like I said, no one's gonna like everything I do. But like when you criticize some of my forbidden characters, I don't get upset. I'll be like, oh, I know you're not upset, I'm just saying in general. When you criticize some of my forbidden characters, I'm like, okay, I respect it. I'd rather you tell me the truth than Brown knows me. Yeah, I actually cried this morning when I found that Shannon passed away. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was like, you know, but I cried, like tears were coming out of my eyes when I realized she passed away. It really hurt my heart. Shannon Doherty was a big part of my childhood, so it just, when I found that she passed away, it really hurt my spirit. It did. And I knew she was battling cancer for a long time. I knew she was battling cancer, but it's like I was hoping she'll make it longer. Oh, nice, Chris. Please let me know when you do. You know who else is into poetry? I'm not sure you ever heard of him. My friend Victor Freed. He has a YouTube channel and everything. He does poetry, and he's very passionate about it. And I heard a few of it, and it's very good. So you ever wanted like another poet? Victor Freed does that. And he's talented. Chris, and I'm not now this fighting that's out. Why you never told me until today? I would have been asked to check your stuff out. Damien, hush it. I am not a singer. If I sing seriously, I will hurt people's ears. I'm a lot of things in life, but I'm not a singer. No problem, go ahead. Sure. Unlike you, I know my limit. Sure. I know my limit. Unlike you, I know my limit. Yep, Victor Freeze. He's also on Twitter as well. We're friends on Twitter. And he's a damn good Mortal Kombat player. No, I don't. Never could. That's something you have in spades. No, I do not. You have a song called Lost. I don't. No. Well, I still like to hear it, Chris. Chris, I adore you. I mean, like you're one of the few people. I mean, through my YouTube journey, I'm blessed to have known. I'm blessed to have befriended. So with you, it's like this little you can do that will ever like really upset me. Any shape, form, fact I can support you, and you know, whether it's my time, my energy, I love doing it. If you want to, you can even link your EP into my stream. No problem, Chris. Like I love you, and I love all my friends here. So I have no problem ever showing you some support. Check out your stuff. It's not a barter to me. Fuck. Thank you, Justin. Love you guys back. Oh, come on, Cam. Let me jump in. Bye-bye. I just wanted to do my climax. Like, one thing I'm happy YouTube did, outside help me break out my shell, besides that, YouTube allowed me to meet a lot of cool people. I would not know any of you guys without YouTube. So I'm forever thankful for that. Like, I might curse, bitch, you know, do my shit when I'm playing video games, but I am a genuine person for the most part. David, cry it. You know what? You know what? You don't even deserve to see my face. Enjoy my alpaca for a minute. It's judging you. It's judging you. Telling you nicely, shut the fuck up. Stop talking about singing. Stop it. Stop it. Quiet. Watch your man, then you should watch your mouth. Bitches is pressed, a minister mouth to mouth. You see the sex? You know what I'm about? I am in a chair. I am Mike and about. Attention, I'ma need you to face front. You don't want smoke with me. This is a lace front. Rap Jackie Chan, we ain't pulling no fake stunt. My crown won't fit on your bum ass lace front. That dog he did a voodoo spell on you. Bitch, you will get fucking blocked from this channel. Don't play my girl Nikki like that. Bitch, you will get blocked from this channel. You know, damn right ain't no Ice Spice lyric. Sure. It's always something else, right, Damien? Always something. Always something. It's the rain. It's the router. It's always something. No! Sure. I didn't kill. Mary. Ugh. God, perv. Nope. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, I'm surprised I'm at the quarterfinals or semifinals already. I am not into LTG. That is your fantasy, not mine. If this YouTuber I would smash, he's not one of them. There are YouTubers I would gladly go to bed with, but he is not one of them. Even he wasn't a jerk. He is not one of them. Wow. My taste is good. Your taste is subpar. I have great taste. I have great taste. My taste is so great, that's why it's hard to get what I want. I want nothing but the best, because that's what I deserve. I want nothing but the best. Ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha. Oh, bitch. I don't know who the Ed P455 is. She's a true ally, I guess. Now, I'm not sure Chris is on his PS4, 5 or PS5. I said PS4. Chris has a PS5. I'm gonna try to send him one more time. If it doesn't work now, it's like but I want to try one more time. What's up? Oh, Chris?
Hello.
Hey! I can hear you just fine.
Weird, but good.
That's, yes, good indeed. I'm glad. That just made my evening. It was, well, fine. You can finally have the stream proper now.
I guess not. I mean, it's just like almost, I guess, a lot of stuff. Just restart, I guess, when in doubt.
Yeah, and pretty much just start over.
But yeah, that EDP person that he mentioned, that was the big old loudmouth YouTuber that got caught trying to meet that girl in 4K, the minor.
Oh.
The one where John's like, oh, just come here to get a cupcake and go home. That guy.
Oh, my God. Where is Chris Anthony?
The reaction to that was the best.
Like, where's Chris Anthony? You need him.
Oh my God. Your reaction to that was gold.
Sound like you're tight? What are you talking about?
He is trying to align you with all these loonies, as I call them.
I see. Like, he be dating losers. I gotta date losers too.
Like, I mean, why are you doing that? Him talking about EDP and like, Onyxe is too old for EDP. Don't do that. You're too old for him in the same way you too old if he tried to put you up with freaking, what's that fool's name? Dr. Disrespect. Yeah, that fool.
Those men can touch me with a 50-foot pole. And I mean that from the bottom of my fucking heart.
I can tell you this, in addition to, like, just people just wanting to argue with me, Creepy's video, the recent one that came out, somebody got in my case about how I pronounce Zangief.
It's not that serious. It's not that serious. I promise you. It's not that serious.
Because he was like, this person was like, can we talk about how that one narrator said Zangief and this? I went down like, because then Creepy was like, oh, they're probably talking about me. I'm like, no, they're probably talking about me. And I threw up a link to like a video that has like all the sound bites of the old Street Fighter games. Even 6 is in there, where the announcer says,
Lardo? Is that
Zangief.
No, I know. I'm talking about Damien thing. Is that guy like some kind of like Jabba the Hutt from Star Wars?
Yes.
Ew! Oh, fuck! Oh! Ooh, absolutely not.
Yeah, apparently he was a loudmouth. Cause like one YouTuber that I used to watch like that was doing a reaction stream to like the whole him getting busted or whatever.
It'd be the most people in the world.
But in case you were wondering, that was what that one joke I put on Twitter was when I said that I'm convinced that most pronunciation police people are middle children that are apparently still having some trauma because they missed.
Yeah, I saw that one. I didn't know what it meant, but I saw your tweet. I just liked it. But it's not that serious. And it's the same bitches why I complain about you when you said Billy Khan. Like, no, it's Kane. No, it's actually Khan.
When I do stuff like this, I will go straight to the source. I used to say Billy Kane all my life until I was like, oh, you say it like that actor's name, James Caan. Oh.
Yeah, I say Kane, my damn self. But when I got
as a matter of fact, you know what's so funny about it? You know what's so funny about that? Zangief is how they've said it in Street Fighter for a while now. It's in Street Fighter 6, it's in Ultra Street Fighter, it's in like the old games, it's in all of them. When you hear Zangief, it comes from that, what was that movie that he was in with all the characters?
Street Fighter? Oh,
no, like, yes, that one, Wreck-It Ralph. Because the funny thing about it was the other, not the other day, but like, it was sometime last month, because I forgot I bought the DVD for the Fatal Fury film when I went to a con some years ago. No pun intended, because Billy Khan. And I just watched it for the heck of it, and like in the movie they called him Billy Kane, and I'm like, oh, is this why? Because people watch the movie? And it's like, y'all do realize movies are adaptations. They mess stuff up all the time.
Yeah, English.
I will straight to the source, and if SNK said it, I'm like, okay, fine, it's weird, but let's go with that then.
It's Billy Khan.
And that freaking dude had like I took the freaking shorts down because that dude that got mad about that mess.
You guys not doing that. You got. I mean, I understand you don't like the headache, but
I'm fearful because that man. I looked at his channel. He's a red pill guy, and then he was talking about he has a child. I'm like, I'm scared.
Oh God. Oh, Chris, you can't slightly. I mess it up. It's gonna mess you up. Then never mind. You're a little bit loud, but at least I can hear you. So I'm like, at the end of the day, I can rather hear you than not.
Yeah, I took it down. Cause like, how's that?
Better.
Is that better?
Oh.
Because we were trying to fix it. I literally just hit the dial that's on the microphone. So I think I went all the way up on it when we kept testing.
Ah.
But yeah, I'm freaking scared for that person.
PC updated. Okay, Nephew, that's good.
Damien, I do block you.
Oh, he does, but Chris just be very humble, tries not to do as much as possible.
I blocked maybe four people on that one video where I said that I wasn't gonna be that crazy about Bison or whatever. And I don't even block people if you disagree with me. I block you if you being a knob. One person actually deleted their mess because all I said was, because he was like, what kind of weak roast was that, man? I'm like, I wasn't roasting, I was describing. And then that freaking comment disappeared.
Oh, blocking is very fun, Neffy. Especially when it's an asshole that deserves it. Blocking is so fun. It's my pastime on Twitter. I will block you in a fucking heartbeat.
And for the record, come on, Damien, with all those accounts, man, stop acting like blocking is gonna stop somebody. They're gonna make another account and make another one 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 until they get bored. Come on, dude.
Because unfortunately, making Google accounts all tweets. Okay, come on, Ramon. And Ramon, let's say do something with your design and your play style. Do not come back King of Fighters 16. I do like Mexican representation, but I'd rather get someone else because I mean, you being shit tier 2 games in a row ain't it.
And I've been definitely blocked. You know, I've been blocking a whole bunch recently since I talked to a friend of mine. Anybody on Twitter that freaking gets in that wrestling tribalism, I'm like, I'm done. Any dumb freaking underhanded slick disses towards AEW, WWE, block. I'm tired.
I don't blame you.
I don't want AEW. Like, I haven't been watching AEW all that much, but I don't want it to go down. Like, people need.
I don't want it to go down. Yeah, the people do need it. I mean, AEW been doing okayly. I know their show is pretty, like, that's sold out. About sold out. That show, the upcoming show, they got the Wembley place. That one's about sold out. I don't know why people want AEW to fail. I don't understand. The only reason my issue with AEW, Tony Khan is very safe with who he's pushing. Like, I thought the other day that match between Bryan Danielson and Hangman Page, I think Hangman Page should have won that match. I don't think he should have been Daniel Bryanson. Not because I don't like Daniel Bryanson, he's actually one of my favorites. I just think that should have been Hangman Page's moment. And you get like the real Ospreay. The only wrestlers I'm actually happy he's getting a good push. Like, I feel like it's Swerve. I'm happy for Swerve. Hook. I want to see an Orange Cassidy is finally matching Trent Beretta's energy. But I don't like, another thing I'm pissed off about, why did Chris Statlander turn on Willow Nightingale and you're not going to push her right? Like, the turn has to be worth it. That's why I'm kind of hoping this feud with Mariah May. No, not Willow. I mean, she's being featured regularly because she's fucking phenomenal.
Willow just won, I think, like a title match.
Yeah, I saw that on Instagram.
I love Willow.
I didn't know she your friend in real life.
No, you're thinking about Shalance. Right?
Oh, okay. I'm getting okay. I thought
she was on AW Dark a couple of times, and she's the one that's like, she's literally like, it's not even just a front. She's a legitimate real life opera singer too. I was actually like, she was also a vocal coach too, and I actually was one of her first students.
Do I have any big singers? But I think I only got a Kanye West block. That's it, Damien. I think I got Kanye West block. But that's because if I think that's about it. I really don't block celebrity because if I don't like a celebrity, I just don't interact with them. The only reason Kanye got blocked, the whole thing about slavery was a choice, he pissed me off so bad with that crap. I blocked him. I have Elon blocked already. But I
want him to give me.
I haven't blocked already. Like, I blocked him immediately because I can't stand him. He's such a pretentious prick. I blocked Elon Musk already. Ben blocked him.
I'm just like, see, how many times can I say Elon cuts before I get shadow banned? If I had Twitter, I would block it. Boom. I can understand that because his antics are a little too over the top, but
I'm not unblocking him. No.
Past the freaking trolly stuff that Ed Boon does, he seems like a good dude. It's just I kind of wish he would leave some of the jokey jokes at the door.
Who?
Ed Boon.
No, cause you kind of your audio kind of screwed up, Chris. That's why I asked too. Cause I really didn't catch what you said just there.
I'm gonna get those cables on that list of mine. But yeah, Neffy mentioned Ed Boon. Like, you know, he seems like a pretty solid dude in real life. But
I think Edward's a good person. He just plays around too much sometimes.
Yeah, like check the little jokes at the door.
Like, he sometimes does play when it's not time to be playing around, and when it's time to communicate with the community better. I feel like he's. But I don't think Edward's a bad person.
Oh, and I think rid of all the stupid, dumb freaking sex bots.
Like, not even a little bit. I think he's a bad person, but I do think he needs to get a better grip on Mortal Kombat and fix a lot of this shit.
Man,
that he's been doing.
Creepy old Gone Gil does not deserve to be even teabagged. Freaking Serena did it like proper, like
he doesn't deserve that at all.
I got another video to drop for Evo because now I don't even. At this point, I don't know what's gonna happen now. This might be the one time that freaking SNK should have expectations, because I don't know what's gonna happen. I thought King of Fighters 15 was guaranteed to get that character when they were talking about, we got a special DLC announcement, special. But then when I saw that article that well, actually not, it was a person who took a piece of the article where they were saying like, hey, we're gonna have some characters in City of the Wolves that are gonna make you say, oh, I'm like, okay, now I don't know anymore. Who's getting the character? Is it City of the Wolves? Is it King of Fighters 15? Which one? Is it both?
I think it's both. But I just don't know. I feel like my opinion. I'm gonna put my opinion. City of Wolves is definitely a bigger name.
Hold up. Damien, don't defend Gongil in my presence, please. I'll time you out.
Yes, he will. He will have my permission. He will have my back to Onyxe. Okay, so I think City of Wolves is getting like the Ryu Chun-Li, but I feel KOF is gonna get like a more fan favorite, but not like the main head, not a main head. I feel like KOF's gonna go one way, the boring route, which I don't hate this character. I'm gonna clear it up. But
Damien, I'm talking about the character he teabagged. See, you're saying why you teabagging him? He didn't do anything. Gongil did all the things.
He did everything. Everything I wanted. Gongil's the reason I had to delete my first stream. In just in case he didn't
Siren's freaking theory about him is probably true too. He's probably a creep.
Siren's actually correct. Siren be knowing.
It's against the rules. Why ain't you banned yet on Tekken? Why ain't you banned? Man, ban me from your stream.
But anyway, I feel Ryu and Chun-Li are coming to City of Wolves. That's just my opinion. Could be wrong. But I feel the boring case, KOF is getting Akuma, which I hope not the case. I don't hate Akuma. I'm tired. I want KOF to pull like a Jury, because I want to see Jury versus Luon bad. I want to see that. I want to in the same game. I don't know Mugen shit. And technically, you can have Jury versus Luon and KOF 4 stars, but it's not the same. I want a straight up introduction of and I hope when we get Jury Luon, I want Luon's true colors to come around Jury. I want Luon to do that. Oh my, I'm just an innocent Vietnamese woman.
If KOF is gonna get Elisa, if KOF is gonna get Elisa, what's gonna happen is they need to make her canon, and she needs to freaking just chop freaking Maxima to pieces and reclaim herself as the new freaking that's the she's gonna be the freaking hidden Nest project. What's his name? Dr. Bosnovich was a Nest person all this time.
I wouldn't mind Alyssa and KOF though. The jokes aside, I would be off. Alyssa would be kind of dope in KOF. Plus, that's her because I'll play them. One of the things, little fun fact, I'm not a big Alyssa person, but Alyssa was like one of my favorite variations of her in Street Fighter X Tekken. Street Fighter X Tekken, I think she just fit so well in that game. She was dope. She really was. Like, she fit so well in that game. She fit better than majority of the Tekken characters fit in that game. It's like Capcom did a good job. Like, her playstyle, because in my head, yeah, she's a 3D character. But her heart, Alyssa's a 2D character. I don't care what no one says. In heart, she's a 2D character. She doesn't have a super meter.
It was easy to make a 2D character. Like, she
really was.
All the stuff. Dances, we can do that in 2D. Projectiles, we can do that in 2D. We can do all that.
The movement, the wings, the pilot, like her destroy form. Alyssa is a 2D character at heart. Yes, exactly. She's a 2D character at heart. No one can tell me nothing different about Alyssa Boscanovich. She's a 2D character at heart.
I'm still on the Akuma thing because I just thought about it, and here's a little hint about a video I put together. I don't think I'm gonna get it out before Evo, but it won't really matter. If they did have Akuma in freaking KOF, I think he'll tie Terry for like
most guest
appearances because he was in Tekken. But let's say they confirm it. Akuma coming to KOF 15. That would be KOF 15. That would be Tekken 7. That would be
X-Men Children of Adam.
X-Men Children of Adam. And on a technicality, that Cyberbots guy. Because it's a big old freaking Akuma robot.
Victor will work too. Victor will work. And Kunimitsu, but I can't stand Kunimitsu. But I'll be alive if she wouldn't work in a 2D game. She will work fantastic, actually. Victor will work great in a 2D game. But I just don't want Kunimitsu. I don't like Kunimitsu. But yeah, I just don't like Kunimitsu. That's why I can't.
Don't let it. My bad.
Oh, go ahead. I'm done.
No, I'm just ad-libbing. Like, please, after I thought about it, I'm like, please don't let it be Akuma. I'm tired. Again, and people always get on my case about this. I get it. Terry is an icon. Kuma, icon. But 4?
I don't want it to be Akuma. I'm just like, I don't hate the look. I'm like, I don't
like, God dang, 4, like, Terry got, like, and I got so sick and tired of that one fool on this, like, well, mine was just the freaking 2 Dead or Alive games. It's 2 games more than most of the KOF characters. Excuse me, fatal Fury characters. God dang it. And name me one other character that made a back-to-back third-party guest appearances in a fighting game that is not a crossover.
Masha Nu is the only one who has that to date. That's never happened.
The only other ones I can think of that came after her, at least, were when they brought back freaking Akatsuki and Elton back into that freaking second Under Night game. That's the only one I can think of.
My whole thing, yeah, that's true, but I kind of look at Akatsuki and Elton as part of Under Night and Burr. They even part of the story. Like, I feel like they, like, yes, Elton from Melty Blood, which was you were playing a little bit. I even saw it when I sent you the request. And Akatsuki from Akatsuki Blitzskin. But they've been in so much Melty Blood games. I mean, not Melty Blood, I mean, Under Night and Burke games. I kind of look at them as Under Night and Burke characters. I don't consider them guest characters. I don't.
I mean, they're still like guests in terms of like franchises, because that's the thing. See, the terms have got a little twisted nowadays. But once again, I'm gonna say this. By that logic, you're basically, like, not you, but anybody, like, I'm just saying, that line of thinking. Are you really going to say Akuma is a Tekken character now? Just because he's canon?
He's a Street Fighter character first, but he is a Tekken character in the sense that he's canon. I would say that much. Even I would kind of say that. Now, is he true to a Street Fighter? Yes.
Exactly.
Kunimitsu is a pain in the balls. At least
I didn't even realize
Zarina, Serafina.
That was kind of funny to find.
And Nephew, don't agree to that. Damien, I'm gonna. Ooh. I just caught that. I was thinking Safina. He said Kunimitsu is better than. Oh, wait. Oh, that's the opposite sign. Oh, yes, you're right. You're absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct then. I was thinking the wrong side. That's the greater than side. That's the greater than side. Yep, you're right. You're absolutely on the point.
I
was transformed to Omega Onyx for a second. Then like, oh no. Actually, you're right. You got it. But now give us to the Jerry Luan thing.
I'm just tired of these freaking my thing. It was just freaking too freaking. It was two more than anybody else.
I know what you meant.
On Hell, it could have been in freaking doggone Dead or Alive.
On Hell, I don't know how that's missing out. She will fit like a glove in that game. On Hell will fit like a glove. Honestly, when Kula got over On Hell, like, Kula does not scream Dead or Alive at all. Kula is like, I can't even see Kula going. Like, I don't think she has swimwear, but I can't see Kula going on the beach showing her, and I'm gonna say as a duck, it's like her showing her pussy, her titties like that. That's not Kula's character. That's just not her character. But On Hell, that kind of is her character. She will do that just fine.
Like, come on, the freaking the part that everybody freaking loses their mind at during her freaking climax, that right there is Dead or Alive to the freaking jump.
Like that's On Hell would fit Dead like a glove, but I don't agree with none. I agree with everything you're saying about that, Neffy. I do believe Tekken 7 early on was kind of like a Street Fighter versus Tekken because look how the characters play, but ultimately I'm glad that did not happen. Oh yes, it was a disaster. I mean, Chris has spoke about that before too, how terrible Tekken Tag 2, the game was like almost ruined the Tekken franchise. Tekken Tag really almost did ruin the franchise, which is unfortunate because I didn't think it was a bad game. But when I saw the sales, I'm like, yeah. The problem with Tekken Tag 2, it was very unbalanced.
The funny thing about that, Daniel, is the way that Dead or Alive is set up, it probably could have been easier to play her in that game versus King of Fighters.
Yeah, because she wouldn't play the same way, Damon. She had to put more like 3D form. The On Hell would have been she would have been a much harder character.
Because I remember freaking cross tag, you had charge characters like Batista from Under Night, but like there were no charge inputs in that game. You could literally play her like with motion controls, and it was easier to play her in that. My freaking friend that got into Under Night through me, who really didn't like charge characters, he liked the fact that there were no charge inputs for her in cross tag.
I heard that, B. I heard the capoeira characters were a nightmare to deal with. I really heard. And also Law and Force Law. I remember that being pretty much hell for people. Law and Force Law together was hell.
Also, I wish people would just, like in general, would stop with the whole rhetoric about On Hell should have been here because she's so hard to play. Shut up. Because think about it, if it was left with a bunch of freaking characters in KOFXIV that were just pretty easy to pick up, y'all would then call it a baby game.
It was. Everyone plays the same way. On Hell, I like the character.
Oh, by the way, also, you reminded me, somebody said that about my prediction board, you saying, like, you focus too much on the story, there's not enough gameplay variety, and I'm like, the only time I talked about the story in this mess was Freeman getting sniped and a possible Yamazaki-Marco rivalry. That's it. everybody else was hinted at. I didn't say anything about story when it came to Kim's sons. All I said about Kim's sons was they're more indicative of the new age than Pops is.
I know what you meant.
Kim just came back.
But yeah, I mean, Kim's sons, it has to be Kim's sons. It's not going to be Kim. I don't think it's going to be both his sons. I don't think Kim's going to be in City of the Wolves. He might be showing up, but I can't see them putting both the sons and Kim. I can't see it. Even Kim has a completely different playstyle. I just see that too many Taekwondo characters in one game, and it's not KOF. KOF makes sense, but not in Fate of Fury.
Taekwondo fighter. Isn't that the Taekwondo fighters with different shapes? Bring back So Young Song from freaking Bariki 1 to get up in that.
But Damien, you rage quit just because if the air just quality's bad. So that's different. That's just different. Neffy is doing it because of frustration on the BS in the game.
I don't get people that just literally like get beat so bad that you see it and somebody calling somebody a scrub. It's like yourself snitches.
Sure, Jan. Sure, Jan. But my whole thing is, I'm like, my worst case scenario is Akuma. Cause I feel like Akuma is such a, it's a safe pick. SK has been so safe with their picks so far. Wouldn't be surprised. That's what I'm like, in my head.
Is going to even go to the guest characters. Oh no!
I can't see Ken Street Fighter 6. I can't stand Ken Street Fighter 6 Neffy. Ken Street Fighter 6 is on my every nerve.
Yeah, he's a pest.
Ken is a pain in my dick in Street Fighter 6.
But actually, honestly, I don't mind fighting against him when I have Lily. Like most Kens just love to just run in or whatever, and the coach just do it.
Like between the one that stupid overhead and the connection is bad, you can't react to it properly. And Ken's just so aggressive in that game. It's just, but I suck in Street Fighter though. I'm not good at Street Fighter, so that's also an Onyx problem. Like Tekken Dead or Alive, I really do suck in Street Fighter. I play because I've grown up playing it, but Street Fighter got harder over the years for me.
I also didn't like this one person. I was like, what do you mean what we're gonna get then? The whole reason with King of Fighters is it's team, so it's gonna be a Street Fighter team. I'm like, did you just not see the entirety of Season 2 with a bunch of singles in it?
People don't pay attention. People are just weird. It's not gonna be, who's to say it's gonna be Street Fighter and teams? We're gonna be teams. No offense. SK kind of owes DOA a team. For how many times their own cat has been in Dead or Alive. We deserve a Dead or Alive team too. I'll be damned to see a Street Fighter team and not getting a team.
Onyx, it was just 2 games for Mai though.
and don't forget Kula. She has 1 game, but still the point.
This is like the only character I can think of where it's like I still like Mai, even though I have my critiques about her, but them fanboys get on my nerves. I was even looking for like that one thing I sent you, like the little one screenshot of that one idiot that freaking was like, no, we need the Mai, and I'm like, we're gonna get her. Didn't you hear her in the trailer? Well, the voice is not enough to confirm her. Like,
but the voice confirmed Bone Janae. The same voice we heard Bone Janae in the trailer. And guess what?
We heard B Jenny. We heard Marco in there good. We heard who else? Somebody said freaking Kane was in there. I didn't hear Kane.
Kane?
Kane, like Kane or Heinlein.
Oh, Kane. I didn't hear Kane either.
I didn't hear him because they were like, no, Kane.
I heard Billy Kane. I heard Billy Kane. Billy Khan. God dang it. God dang it.
Hey, I'm not gonna correct you because I know what you're talking about. That's how I do it. If I know what you're talking about, then I'll let it slide. I don't know what all, everybody, whether it's speech impediments, whether it's patterns of speech. As long as I know, I got you.
Yeah, I'm the same way too. But I get what you're saying.
I'm not your school teacher. I'm not your school teacher. So that's the thing. Unless you want me to be your school teacher. In other words, good job, class.
You want to be my school teacher, Chris? That was so thirsty. But yeah, I'm like, I want
to else in freaking Fatal Fury says bingo? Because somebody said Kevin wasn't in. I'm like, who else says bingo? That's Kevin.
Kevin, I think he's at that kick super, isn't it?
Yeah, because somebody was like, Kevin was not in the trailer. I'm like, who else says bingo? Before we hear Billy, we hear a bingo. Is that Cody?
Bingo! Like, oh shit! Imagine just the shocking reveal. Cody Travers comes to the city
Congratulations, y'all gave Shadow all expectations to the wrong game. It should have been Fatal Fury the whole entire time. Because the only thing for me that was expectation shattering in 15 was the fact that they actually brought that freaking K4 Pro 9 character back. Even though the hints were all there, but people didn't listen to them. Even today, I can't believe that I can't believe people still think, no, it was copyright. I'm like, I literally have a video about this.
Evidence that SK was just trolling folks for years.
And then somebody was talking about and here's the thing, somebody was talking some, well, maybe they believe it because it was one of the English people over there that said, not the Japanese people. I'm like, you don't even need that! They were still using K49 in games even after they told you they couldn't use them. They were just mobile games. And visual novels.
Neffy's going, baby. I know that's why, Neffy. Bless you. You continue, Chris.
That's it.
Oh, okay. But yeah, now get back to my Jury Luan thing. I just want to see that so bad. Not in fan art, not in some Group 34 crap. I want to see a brawl. I just feel like, and I want to see someone with Luan when I hide her good girl facade. Because she wouldn't hide it with Jury, because Jury would be able to clock her teeth. Like Jury said, I know you're a piece of shit just like me. Like, yep.
Can Luan handle cuckoo people like that?
I think Luan's just as crazy.
Okay.
I think she just hides it better than Jury. I think Luan is just as sadistic. She just hides it better than Jury. The Jury is that edgy little girl like, yeah, I'm bad. You don't mess with me, man. I've been through some stuff. Oh, sorry, Mitchell.
It's too early. It's too early.
I'm sorry. I'm a silly guy. Like, I feel like you've been through some stuff, but I feel like Luan would just do a better job at hiding.
It might be a little too early, but I would love to see like how people cross over when it comes to Aki. I know it's a little too soon, but I would love to see like Aki in a crossover.
I mean, I feel like she's growing popularity fast, yeah, because people like Aki. It's like Capcom got it right with Aki, and it sucks that Fong, I don't care for Fong. Fong didn't click with people. I remember this one guy on YouTube, I can't remember this gentleman's name. When Fong was revealed, he literally just stopped. So he saw Fong come out, I think he just clicked. He clicked off for it. I'm like, oh, that's not good. Like, that's not, like, he saw Fong, he just turned it off.
So it was like a reveal trailer, and when he saw it, then he just clicked out of the freaking.
It was like, oh, yo, I never seen him like that, so disrespectful. Like, he literally just turned it off. I'm like, cause he's like, Fong came out last. Like, he acted like it was like he was the final character shown for the base roster for Street Fighter 5. And when Fong showed up, so he showed Fong, like he showed Fong come out, everything. Clicked. I'm like, oh.
Wow.
I was like, oh, that's
crazy.
Cold.
That's crazy. That kind of reminds me of like the same friend I mentioned last time, my friend Vault, who lives in the UK. I was watching one of his watch-alongs during like the Game Awards. I was watching one of his watch-alongs during the Game Awards. He quite openly does not like that game Cyberpunk 20 whatever that game.
The new one. Oh no, that's update. Yeah.
He does not like it, and the award was for best ongoing game. And once he saw that Cyberpunk 2077, whatever it was called, was freaking nominated, he was flipping out right there. And then, and I remember because it was Anthony Mackie that was presenting that award, because he was acting really funny, like not like in a bad way. It was just kind of like he was just acting like goofy. Hold on, Chris, give me that. And then
you're attending fourth over at Germany. That's what I saw that. What's wrong with that? Unless it was something else I didn't get to see.
But yeah, like when Cyberpunk ended up winning, and when they did, like I said, I always tell the story because this was like maybe a couple of days. This was like a couple of weeks with me being at the hospital, like when everything went down.
Yeah, I remember.
And I was kind of drifting away. Like when I was watching this watch along, I had it on like the big Roku TV, and I was kind of drifting away. When Cyberpunk 20 freaking won that award, then he yelled, "Fuck!" so loud that it woke me up, and I'm like, "What happened? What happened? And then he proceeds to click off the stream of the Game Awards, and he starts playing what was that freaking word game called? It's not Wordle, it's another one called Contexto.
I get what you just said, Chris, but you kind of did clock out a little bit with like the static.
Yeah, he was playing, like, when Cyberpunk 1, he clicked out of the stream for, like, the awards, and he played, like, this game called Contexto. He did that several times whenever he saw something, like, he would click out of the stream and just play one of the word games until whatever it was got off the stream.
Well, that's better than being toxic. I feel like that's, like, at least a professional way to handle it.
I mean, he did go back to watching the rest of it, so, like, he didn't cut the whole thing off. That is kind of harsh, though. That is kind of harsh that he freaking saw Fong and freaking just. Well, you just click out the whole tab, like the whole window. What do you do?
I would think it's much so.
Was it the tab or the whole window?
What?
You clicked out of it when you saw Fong, right?
Oh, the whole the whole trailer. Like, he just stopped watching the trailer. It was like he didn't turn off his, like, he was still on, but he was like stopped watching the trailer. Like, once he saw Fong, he just like stopped watching. Like, he didn't like turn his computer off or anything.
Fong was a goof, but that wasn't.
Well, you know, he's not a really popular character. But no, nephew, I mean, Anna will be back. But how I got stop teasing with Anna, I feel like it's messed up. He has proven he likes Anna. He does. I definitely believe he likes Anna. But I also feel like to me, Anna should have been Big Sposter first and foremost. She should have, but she should have been a season 1 character. But now she's most likely to wait season 2. And Hawaii keeps teasing the fan base, and my biggest worry about Anna fans, I don't want them to become the next Melina fans, because they're getting really.
I was just about to say that. I was turning into.
I hope they don't turn like the Melina fans. I really don't want that for them, or the Christy fans for that matter.
I was gonna say though. I'm like, I know Fong is kind of a good man, but that's uncalled for. You should only do that. You should only do that when there's a Gongil or a Maximo on screen. And I mean, look at me. See, y'all get on my case, not y'all in the chat. And all of y'all are actually cool. I love all of y'all. I'm talking about the freaking Maximo fans. I'm talking about the Maximo fans. It's like I still did a video on the. I could have literally skipped him like freaking Ignorant Rizzy skipped some freaking trailer. I could have did the same thing. I still freaking stuck it out.
I mean, that's what you mean. My whole thing is, I don't care for cats, but I'm not gonna like.
You didn't love Maximo good enough.
Like,
I believe that one fool literally followed me to one of your video and was still camping for him. Is Maximo your dad? Is Lord your dad?
I don't never be that serious. Like,
I'm nephew Damon. I'm telling y'all, somebody who watches a lot of my stuff, freaking loves Maxima, and they freaking literally get a heartburn every time I say that I don't like him. This person literally kept defending him. This is how bad it was. Maxima's trailer comes out. I make a video reacting to it. I give him some because a couple of moves were actually alright. This person comes back again. He's like. Come on, man, like, you didn't like Maxima, come on, man. You said he was riding K-Dash's coattails, which is something that Onyxe said first. Not me, by the way.
I did.
He said it first, not me. And he kept on, and I'm like, dude, I am done. It's cool if you like Maxima, but please stop. Oh, the story goes on, nephew. So, Onyxe would usually, re-upload the trailers and everything or whatnot. And knowing it was Maxima, and I know Onyxe loves it when I diss on Maxima, I go over there and I leave my comment. What happens? This same person follows me over there. Didn't even post his own comment. He replied to my post. Still defending Maxima. If he would have just freaking posted his own comment, cool, but he replied to my post.
I don't get it, nephew. People are like, it's like the upset. It's like almost as bad like Chris recently rescued something with a Bison player. It's like people I understand just because someone don't like that character. It's like the other day I was like, which was almost weird, but I think I kind of shut it down. This guy was getting on my case because I didn't care for Kazuya. I'm like, sir, I don't care for fighting Kazuya. I'm not saying that
somebody got mad at the fact that you said you couldn't stand Kazuya.
I couldn't stand fighting. No, he didn't get mad. Person just really discreet. He didn't get yell at me. There was no backlash, no verbal disputes. It was like my friend Virgo's video. Virgo asked us, "What character do you hate fighting?" It's like my friend Virgo's recent video, and I said I hate fighting a bunch of characters, and I said one of those characters was Kazuya. And this guy said, "Why do you dislike fighting Kazuya?" And I said, "Because I can't stand the Hell Sweep, and I find Kazuya is really annoying to fight." And he said, "Well, Hell Sweep is a move that us Kazuya people use because it's a good move." And I understand that. I said I don't like dealing with that, and that's all I said. And at the bottom, I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with the person. So I'm like, you know what? You're not cursing me out. You're just like you're not Does Virgo have Discord? I don't know, Damon. I would assume yeah.
You must have the secret. You must have the secret power to ensure that that dude never came back and you just didn't use it. And I'm talking about Kazuya. This person thought that you held the keys to freaking Kazuya's fate being in Tekken, and you just haven't used the key yet, Onyx. You didn't use the key yet. You just waiting patiently.
My whole thing's like, I'm just like, okay, you know what? Because when the person wasn't being rude, the person just kept asking, like, why are you getting so upset? First of all, I'm answering a question that my friend Virgo posed on his video. I wasn't talking to no one else but Virgo. But this person like, why don't you like Kazuya? Like, mind you, I said other characters as well. He only get on me my case about Kazuya. I'm like, you know what? I don't like fighting Kazuya. And I explained why. And I'm like, when he's telling, I'm like, you know what? I just don't like fighting Kazuya. I don't feel like, further on explaining myself. So I just let it go. But I never not heard from that person again. But like, my head, like, why are you so back with this? I said I don't like fighting characters. Someone says, I don't like fighting Nina. I'm not going to ask them why you don't like fighting Nina. I'm like, okay, that's your opinion. And I'll let it go at that. So I'm like, why do you care so much if I say I don't like fighting Kazuya? I don't like fighting Kazuya. I don't, because I feel a lot of Kazuya expand with him, with the hell tweaks which is doing.
We got like some freaking secret power when it comes to like sealing the fate of these characters. There's gotta be. There's some secret power that we have that we just don't know about because come on. There's gotta be. You must have like a secret contract somewhere. I don't know, some type of something where you could really stop freaking Kazuya from being attacked and use that. And apparently I can prevent freaking Maximum from popping up another game apparently because this room just would not shut up about freaking Maximum.
Like I
had to deal with so many freaking people. I had to deal with so many freaking people hating on Alice and like I didn't care. I still love Alice. I want Alice to be in City of the Wolves. I'm not convinced SNK is gonna do it. I want to be wrong about it. But I didn't have to go to. I didn't go. Like let's pretend if I was a big old freaking Shunei Mark, right? Let's just pretend if I was a big old freaking Shunei fanboy Mark. You think I'm gonna go with Maximilian's freaking mess where he said that Shunei looked like somebody jumped into a freaking random laundry basket and jumped back out? You think I'm gonna go over there and freaking try to defend him from Maximilian?
Like no, it's like it's what
I love Maximilian, but he doesn't have to like, even if that was my best friend, he doesn't have to like everything I like, and vice versa.
Oh, I agree, Neppy. I agree. But yeah, I agree. Like people don't have to like Kazuya is a cheesy character. But that doesn't mean I'm not telling you to stop playing the character. I'm saying, you know what, I don't like dealing with the character, and that's my opinion. I don't know why people get upset when I'm like I'm not saying we, and I'm speaking for myself only. I gotta say I'm speaking for other people. I'm speaking for only for me. And people get upset when I do that. I'm like,
I mean, think about it. Like, imagine if you just said, "Oh, Kazuya's awesome. Nothing wrong with Kazuya. Maxima's awesome. Nothing wrong with him." Then you would call those freaking shows. You just doing it for the vibes.
I'm like, no. I'm always going to express my opinion. That's what it is. That is very cheesy, Neffy. Kazuya is a very annoying character to fight, and I find him annoying. I find him annoying to fight, Wayne annoying to fight, Yoshimitsu, Horain, King, Jin, Devil Jin. But it's like, and that's my opinion.
I can't.
And I'm not telling people to stop playing those characters. I'm not telling people not to play those characters. Tekken is very fun. It's very fun.
It's looking like I'm gonna be main in freaking probably Azusa and or maybe King. Oh no. Those are only like just the thing with me with that game.
Sure,
like, not like a lot of characters that I'm like. That's Tekken's probably like my one character game or whatever, because it's like, of course, if there was a Julie, I'm like.
Yeah, he was there. Like, thing is, I don't know how. Even Kazuya, when Kazuya got his buff, Neppy, I was like, why is Kazuya getting buffed? This character is not bad. Like he needs some bug fixes. He needs some bug fixes. But Kazuya was never like a bad character before his buff. And yet they kept BSing. Oh, that spinning bullshit gets on my every loving nerves, Neppy. Every loving nerves.
I like Yoshi actually, but that character's always been kind of like troll food for me. Like I feel like almost everybody that plays in really main.
Oh, I gotta get the door. Give me a second. Ooh, crap.
That's not me saying that Yoshi players are terrible, it's just that I am of the belief that you have to have some trolling blood to freaking make that mess tick.
I think that you dropped by, yeah. Okay. Bye, Ronaldo.
There is no way in the world you possess teleportation that teleportation. Come on, dude. Yeah, I'm back. You freaking main a good Yoshi, you have to have troll in your blood. You gotta have troll in your blood.
I sadly agree.
I believe that when it comes to May and freaking Guilty Gear Strive, and I play May because I just realized after a while, I'm literally just trolling somebody by hitting them with this dolphin and trying to make them make mistakes so I can counter hit them and boom. And credit to Onyxe, good job. The stuff that I wanted for Strive, they pretty much did. Like it wasn't everything, but it's enough for me to be invested in the game again. So, thumbs up. Good job, Onyxe. Good job. I actually thought somebody was responding to you on Twitter like indirectly one time, Onyxe, because somebody has said it's not fair to compare Guilty Gear Strive and King of Fighters 15 when you're talking about why is Strive still getting content, but King of Fighters 15 isn't. It's like I think that's very fair. Strive came out first.
Beyond fair. It's very fair. First off, but I don't think no one responded to me. I think someone must have been told by someone else. Cause I don't share too much Twitter. I'm mostly a retweet guy on Twitter. I really don't really speak my own opinions. I'm more vocal like on my YouTube channel. Oh, Naku, you bitch. So only time I'm vocal on Twitter is when like someone like addressing me directly, or I'm like speaking about politics or giving my opinion on something. But I really don't. I'm really not like super duper vocal on Twitter otherwise.
Did I tell you that I literally saw you and my new friend Timmy's post back to back when I was in XIV and Hoyoverse?
Really? No.
Okay, so because I played some Overwatch with Timmy yesterday, so it must have been her I was talking to. But yeah, I had told her like I at first went on Instagram and I saw, cause she had basically posted a video where she was talking about Smite, like, oh, you know, Smite has some like really cool and awesome looking black characters and everything. And then she had showed like a picture of herself uninstalling, I think it was Genshin. And then I go on YouTube and the first video that popped up was yours, and I'm like, what is happening here? And then when I watched it, I'm like, oh. And I'm like, oh, Hoyoverse also made TTT. I'm about to attack and coward freaking one-shot quit that freaking game.
I mean, I didn't want to. My thing when I made that video, I got like so confused. I'm like, what are you talking about? Cause see, I only really knew Genshin. I knew Hoyoverse was Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, and ZZZ. My whole issue was when people start bringing up where the dark skin, because they made a region in Genshin Impact recently it's a black region in real life. It's supposed to at least represent black people, but the characters are there all white. And people are like, no, this is where I had about this bullshit. Where are the black characters in Genshin? This is a fantasy world. How can all types of people exist but that black people? And then I started to see the controversy that's blow up on Twitter. And when I'm following, so I'm like, oh, you know what? I get it. But I'm like, my head too, like, you know, people, that's fine. The anger, the outrage is accurate. I respect it because you're right. All forms of fantasy should have all different types of people in life. Now, that's not like if the story takes place only in China. Now, I understand everyone's going to be pretty much Chinese. If the story takes place in France, everybody's going to be pretty much French. And you know, French people come in all shapes and colors. Europeans are mainly white. And you have a story that takes place like in Nigeria, the people are going to be black. But if this is a fantasy world where you go all around the world, how in the fuck there's no black characters, but you got a bunch of white characters, a bunch of Asians? That makes zero sense. So, and people brought that up, and people got pissed off. I'm like, you know what? I'm following this. I'm like, they're not wrong. But my whole thing also is stop supporting that company if you feel so passionate about this. You can't have this kind of backlash, but play the game that you're complaining about. There's a long list of history of color.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
I know, I heard that.
The Hoyoverse thing, like, I didn't like that, so I'm like, well, so much for that. See you later.
I didn't mean to poop on your parade with that. I just like, you know, I made my video about it. I'm like, well, this is crazy because I'm seeing this.
Well,
I'm like, no, I want to talk.
It would have pooped on my parade if it was something that Blazing Strike did. If that Blazing Strike, then yeah, like this right here was just a freebie game. Like I said, it looks nice, it seems pretty cool and all that, but no love lost, no love found.
My whole thing, though, I do hope with the controversy, though, they start bringing in some black characters, but not in, like, you know, not in a dickish way either. Like they do where they actually care. And
since it's on Plus right now, like on the little
exactly,
I'm a freaking sometime soon. I'm gonna play that one game that they were trying to boycott and everything.
I agree, Neffy. I absolutely agree. But it just doesn't make sense. Why would you, like, you know, intentionally exclude a group of people from your game, and where you, the better variety, the more people you bring in for all types of life. Why would you intentionally exclude people from enjoying your game, but not having people that represent them?
Yep, there are dark-skinned Asians, and not even just those that are like mixed. Because one of my current favorite Japanese wrestler, Tetsuya Naito, he's very brown. As far as I know, like he's not mixed with anything.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. The Japanese wrestler from New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because I heard like his match with Moxley at the last people sneaker.
I know it was not thinking from what I heard, it was just average. People were just like, it was not a bad match. It was just like, you know, okay.
Just kind of like there.
Yeah, but like it was not shit, but it wasn't like a 5-star match. I think people, because it's the name, the marquee name.
The freaking the singer of some of those, like the female vocals on some of like those songs on Guilty Gear Strive, she's like, I mean, well, she's half, but still, she's half black, half Japanese.
Yes, it's unfortunate, Neffy, though. It's really unfortunate because there's so much creativity that when you make a variety of people, you can represent all the types of life. When you just make a one group. Yeah, I think dark skin Filipino as well.
Think about it, because I mean, a lot of that comes from the fact that, and like I know people look at it like from the status thing, like in the US, then, but like they were out, like those are more impoverished areas. They were out there in the fields. They were doing like that type of work. That's one reason why.
My thing is this though. Genshin Impact, I feel like first of all, it's just unrealistic. You cannot have a game where there's no black characters. There's not, especially in this day and age. And I want to hear this whole day crap, this whole, oh, black people got, no. You cannot have a game that in nowadays stuff. I took my application to game and said, oh, okay.
Freaking Strive even did it then with Giovanna and freaking
Nagoriyuki. It's my whole thing. Like, you cannot have video games nowadays where there's no black characters. Now, your game is taking place in a specific region, and only that region, understandable. But if your game,
funny because even with that, you got people still crying about that freaking mess with what was it? Assassin's Creed.
That's different because that's no. To me, that's stupid. People call that crap because that's historical fact that Yosuke was in Japan. That's historical fact. He was a black man in Japan. That's not something that's made up. I can understand if Yosuke never existed and that happened, I can understand the displeasure. But if Yosuke was an actual black person who existed in Japan, how are you?
That one fool that went viral, like that one black dude that went viral on Twitter for opposing that mess. I know he milking that mess. I'm sorry, man. It's like all the freaking medical bills that I got. I still couldn't script like that. I still couldn't. Cause you got a couple of these grifters who will probably tell you straight to your face, like, yeah, I'm doing it for the money. I think one of them one of those MAGA rappers out there actually admitted it too. He's like, yeah, I'm just in it for the money. You got some of these grifters that will tell you straight up. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. Even with the mess, like with my content, my channel, I could not do it.
I could have do it, but the thing, there was this one person on Twitter I used to respect a lot, and they had the blue check, and I didn't judge them. They had a blue check. I'm like, but I started seeing lately they talk about all this MAGA stuff. I'm like, what happened to you? You used to have integrity. Why are you talking about all this MAGA stuff now? That was never who you were. And I'm realizing they want the interaction. It's not that they don't care. They just they'll tell about anything to get interaction. Like, yo, you lame for that.
Shoot, freaking Neffy said it in the chat, like, you know, on top of that, even like, it wasn't the greatest game, if you ask me personally, but even Sam showed, I mean, freaking SK did it, because Jay was basically
based on
Afro Samurai, based on, you know, yeah.
And Darling Dagger, who, you know, she sucks in KOF-15. She was very popular for being unique in Samurai Showdown.
And you got the biggest Darlie freaking Mark right here, the biggest Darlie fanboy even is admitting that. Because I played so much Darlie in KOF-15, like, still my favorite character in fighting games right now, but I just don't think KOF was for her. I really don't think so.
Yeah, in hindsight, I don't think it was either. I had that to say it, but I don't think it really was for her either. I think she should have kept the original idea with Onkyo or Galford or even Shiki would have fit.
Yeah,
but
attention, bad or not, is literally worth money.
Yeah, that's the sad part too.
The interesting thing about that is this: a lot of people will say that, but here's the misconception. Attention, good, bad or not, can be made into money, or it can be made something good if you have the navigation skills. Because especially nowadays, especially anybody who's on Twitter or who's getting very hip to stuff, like with any type of social media where click-through rates are what gets you money or whatever, people, I mean, it might be hard to imagine, but y'all have seen it several times if you look on Twitter or anywhere else, even YouTube. People are now getting hip to these types of tactics. That's why people always, sometimes a little too much accuse it. This person is engagement farming. This person is clickbaiting. This person is this. Like, people are hip to it. A little too paranoid, but they're hip to it. So now, you gotta have the navigation skills to at least hide the drift, depending on whoever it is that you're dealing with. Because for some people, you don't have to do too much. Just do it and you're good. I was talking to my mom earlier. I could literally take that freaking picture of that dude being all bloody and everything and throwing off this, and I could have freaking put it on a freaking t-shirt and put it out there and probably told hotcakes. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
It's not who you are. Because some people that been someone just
that mess right there would take that mess would take literally less time for me to make than one of my thumbnails when I'm really trying to get into like making an actual thumbnail. Some of my thumbnails take some time. Sometimes I already have the idea in my head and it comes out well. But that's the thing, like, it's the navigation, because a lot of people just think, all I gotta do is get people riled up. It's like, sure, you do it one time, you get a lot of views, but think about it. People can make content on you saying like, hey, this person is trying to engagement for me, they're trying to bait your reactions and everything. What you gonna do now?
Yeah, if you want people to hit to you, it's hard. Because people like, you know what, you gonna do whatever to get clicks. You got no kind of morals, no about nothing. One thing about me, no one can say I have my perfect thumbnails, but they are representation of what I like.
What the heck? What's wrong with
him talking about Margo
from Overwatch? What's wrong with him talking about Margo from Overwatch? He's just a fictional character that loves America. He's Polynesian. Margo is the lost member of the Onyxe family. What you talking about? You thinking about freaking soldiers? You know, soldiers act patriotic.
I want to make a Margo figurine.
Where'd you get that from, Justin? Straight bucks.
He was on the phone with some gaming thing not too long ago too. He was saying in the chat.
Is it like G2A? Is it like G2A? Because I know G2A has some really, like, you know, even better deals at times when Steam doesn't have them. You mentioned something about a Twitter talking about Margo for attention. I know what you're doing. Not Margo, MAGA.
God. Damien's the character.
I say Margo's Polynesian. And Margo's
I do think we're going to see Mary.
Like, let's go. Game exchange? Okay.
He was on the phone with him. He was saying it earlier in the case. That's why he was kind of quiet in the chat. He was on the phone. Damien's so annoying. He is so aggravated. He is so aggravated.
Well, I was talking about the association thing. I ain't talking about Margo. I couldn't say the last time I played Margo because playing that character was a little bit dirty.
He's very strong, but he's slow.
Oh yes. He's strong, but he's slow because, like, the whole gimmick is like, if you land headshots with him, then you're going to be melting folks left and right. The thing is, the drawback is he does move slow when you're firing with him. I think they call it in these games, I think they call it a movement penalty. And on top of that, like, much like most other trains, he's pretty he's easy to hit. Honestly, like, I counter pick him. Like, if I'm playing support, I'm picking Anna, that way he doesn't get heals back. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but in my opinion, Junker Queen can fuck with him. Junker Queen can't fuck with him, Junker Queen can't fuck with Reinhardt.
Is she bad? Like, it's like the weakest tank? How is she compared to Zarya?
Zarya will be much more better than those two, because if you manage like the little barriers right, you can pretty much scare both of those characters into taking, because you know the whole thing with Zarya is give and take. Absorbing the damage, giving it back, and she gets more. The biggest thing with Junker Queen is the fact that that knife of hers is like one thing that's really in the kid. And the thing is that the knife, if you landed like in somebody, you pull them towards you.
What do you believe about Neffy? I'm sorry, Chris.
You don't want to be close to Reinhardt. You don't want to be close to Reinhardt. And freaking Malva just unfortunately outdamages her, at least like unless I'm doing something wrong. How the hell did someone...
It was staged, Neffy. That crap was staged. It was not real.
The funny thing about me is this. The funny thing about this, when it comes to that situation, is I'm that person where it's like, I don't want to say it, but the problem with it is the holes are making me as suspicious as, because you, my mom, and a couple other people I know think that, and it's like the more that I hear about it, the more I'm like, okay, what was going on here? Because the first thing I heard, because my friend Larry, who's military, he even told me it's like, it is standard protocol for you to clear areas like the one where the gunman was. You're supposed to clear that area at Secret Service. In other words, you're supposed to check that area. You telling me y'all didn't check that area where that gunman was? Because they said he was 400 feet away.
Yeah, I mean, also Donald Trump was also making like signals, and like people didn't notice in the video before he even got attacked.
Oh, you reminded me of something else too, because I think my mom and I were watching it again earlier, and something else got in my head, because this is me entertaining the thought.
He's not going to get in that feet. He's not going to get him.
Here's my thing. Further entertaining the idea that it might be staged. You know what he said before, like the shots started popping?
No, that part I didn't hear.
He said something along the lines of, "You want to see something horrible?" And I thought about it. I'm like, "Don't tell me that was a Don't tell me that was a thing."
Wouldn't be surprised. Knowing him, I don't trust nothing that man does.
And then I hate the fact that people acting like he got hit. It's like he got shot at. He got cut by some glass fragments that hit the freaking teleprompter. Real glass. That joke. Because again, another thing that's also making me suspicious about this, if he legit got shot directly in the ear, and this was an AR weapon, why is that ear not gone, or why is a piece of it not gone? Everybody's saying that, like with an AR, you got hit with that, you losing a piece. And if you look at like the injury that he had, it looks almost like it lines up with getting cut by some glass.
I just like don't trust it. And the thing is, I just hope the American people. I know it seems bad right now, Neffy, but I trust that we're not going to make this the bad decision by putting that piece of crap in done.
Yeah, Neffy, they said like he had the bullet had hit a teleprompter and the glass had actually shot at him, and like that's what that injury on his ear was. Because think about it, that's not a direct gunshot right there. If that was literally a gunshot from that type of gun, the ear is the whole thing is either gone or he lost a good part of it. Evander Holyfield lost more of his ear when freaking Tyson bit him compared to that.
Same here, Neffy. Same here. This country has too much power, and it's very unfortunate.
Bunch of power, but a dummy's holding it.
Yes, that's even making it worse. That's why we gotta pray that a dummy does not get back into it, because it's gonna get much worse if it does. But that's why I hope people just don't vote with their brains and not with shock value.
And you know what's so crazy about it? Because you got people that are talking about anybody that thinks it's staged, you're insulting like the victims that actually died. Somebody brought a good counterpoint to that. Do you remember what happened recently with Alec Baldwin and that whole incident?
Oh yeah, the woman who got the actress who lost her life because the gun he had was loaded.
Yeah, you see now a movie similar, like whether you want to talk about that, whether you want to talk about the Brandon Lee situation with Bruce Lee's son, those right there, like those in essence are what you call setups. It's a movie. Just because something is staged, like those scenes, those are staged. But you see, in the midst of those things, as you can see, just because those things are staged doesn't mean that somebody did not and cannot get hurt. And that could have happened here. Because again, there's some questions. Again, number one, why did why did the Secret Service not clear that area? Number one. And number two, if he got directly hit, the injury does not line up. You lost a piece of that here, or the whole thing is gone if you get hit like that. Even if it grazes, you lost some.
I agree. I mean, I don't trust who it is, and like I said, it was too convenient. I feel like, honestly, I feel like it was an actual a professional who was doing it, like a person who had the intention to get rid of him. He would not have survived that encounter. I do not believe he would have survived that, or it was an actually professional who was trying to take him out.
Well, I remember one post that I saw before I took my break off of there. Kenny, who you know is Too Raw, Too Real. He had made a good point too, talking about how another reason why people aren't buying this is just because Trump has spent like the past 2 years gaslighting the hell out of people. So it's like, why not do it here?
He's not to be trusted. I just do not believe it was all set up. Like, it's all set up. I do not trust that man for nothing. And I just pray the American people, the smart ones, those who are like MAGA, who's going to support him regardless what he's doing, whatever. You can't really talk to him. But I hope the smart ones will be like, oh my God.
Don't even think about it. Don't even think about MAGA. Don't even think about it. Think about it.
Like, I just hope, people realize what's going on and just don't give that type of person power. Yes, I pray, nephew. I pray, because yesterday I was getting upset. I had to leave my friend's stream a little early. We were talking about it, and people are just even being so dismissive about Project 2025. Do you get my text? You're welcome. And it's like, I'm like, wow, you guys live in this country. How are you being so dismissive about what's going to happen if we don't do this right by November?
Oh yeah, they do. Because
like,
one thing that I can't stand a lot of people are saying is they're like, and this is true. Some stuff from Project 2025 is already going in motion right now.
Yeah, that's true.
But you have people talking like this. Then you have people, they're saying it like, why do y'all keep trying to scare us with Project 2025? It's already here. It's like, that's not how you handle something like that. You don't just sit over there and shrug off something just because, oh, it's already started. You try to stop it before it gets worse. Yes.
That's exactly that. I think it's getting worse. I think there's some stuff out there already, but it's gonna get worse. Like, this is like what they put it as phase 1. Like, this is phase 1, but if you want it to get worse, you let that piece of crap get in there in November, and it's gonna get worse. And he's not gonna wait till 2025 to get more of the things going. He's gonna do it as soon as he gets in.
And I told Onyxe this yesterday, that here's my thing. I got so tired. It's not so much about people that would just say like, oh, this want him the election, this want him the election. It's like, I got tired of hearing that more so because I'm like, I know this sounds crazy, but I have a reason for saying it. Forget the election. They now have, whether it's staged or not, they now have their go-ahead to start getting revenge on people that they see as enemies. And you know what? Do you really think they're gonna wait until freaking November the 5th to do it? These have been folks that have been talking about stuff like this for a while. That one freaking man at Charlie Kirk's freaking rally talking about, when do we get the guns out and start taking care of these people? They've been talking about this for a while now. All they need is a go-ahead. Some people think that this whole thing was like a setup, like it was staged by the Heritage Foundation, who was the heck out of 2025.
Yeah, who's the mastermind behind the 2025.
Yeah, and
they are the mastermind.
One reason why they are saying, and I can actually see it because my mom brought this up too. The guy, I think he's actually the head guy of the Heritage Foundation. This guy said not that long before this happened that we can make this bloodless as long as the left allows it to be. So in other words, you are looking for a reason to retaliate. Anything to make you the victim to retaliate. And now they got it. Whether it was staged, whether it was not, now they have to go ahead.
But the gunman was actually a Republican white guy.
And guess what? Once again, I hate my state. Freaking Georgia went cuckoo again. Because you got Mike Collins up there saying Joe Biden ordered this because Joe Biden metaphorically was talking about putting Trump in a bullseye. The statement that preceded that said, enough talking about the debates, let's get to work on this guy. That's what that meant. It was nothing about shooting the guy. And then Marjorie Taylor Greene blamed she blamed 7 different people for that mess, and you can probably guess who one of them is. Jasmine Crockett, the one that freaking put her in line.
Yeah. Wow.
I saw that mess, I'm like, are still touched over that mess.
Oh, she hit a nerve. She struck the nerve.
She struck such a bad. You are so incapable of coming back at her. Now you gotta put her in the crosshairs to blame her for something that she didn't do.
Exactly, Neffy. Exactly. And her suck.
And see, like I remember when this first happened, everybody was wondering, like, you know, oh, don't let this be, don't let the shooter be gay, don't let the shooter be a brown person, don't let it be a black person, don't let it be a trans person, and we found out what? None of the above. None of the above.
And I'm so happy when that came to light.
None of the above, and they're gonna try to say like, well, he donated $15 to the Democrats. It's like he was registered with y'all.
Y'all.
And my mom always says, it's like, why are y'all acting like there are no, and my mom even mentioned this, why are y'all acting like there are no Republicans that don't like this man?
There's plenty. I actually know quite a few. Like, you know, one of my, then I wouldn't call them my friends, we're not enemies, we're just associates, because we don't know each other that well, but we know each other, we see each other, so hello, what's up, we're chat for a bit. I know quite a few Republicans who cannot stand Donald Trump. They're Republican. They are Republicans. They dislike Donald Trump.
Yeah.
But yes, Neffy, it's disgusting, and the thing is, Neffy, that's why I'm really scared. I'm not afraid to say I'm scared. I don't want Project 2025 to come to reality, because it's going to hurt people like me badly, and many others like me. That's why I'm doing my best to fight against it, to make people who need to be aware of it, aware of it. Okay, child, get home safe, okay? I won't be like, I'm going to go to my friends soon to go for dinner.
And we're not talking about MAGA for the moment.
But my whole thing is that I just think people are not really grasping the severity of 2025. And I want to hear people saying, well, it's already started, it's already begun. Yes, the smaller things have been implemented. But imagine if Biden's now taking out the picture and Trump gets back into power. It's going to be 10 times worse. If you think this what's going on is bad now, it's going to be worse. People like has this feeling like, y'all making it serious. Stop trying to scare people to voting Democrat. Stop trying to scare. Like, no, we're not scared to vote. We're trying to say keep your independence.
And you know what's so twisted, but true? Remember what the Supreme Court had ruled not too long ago about the fact that Trump was talking about assassinating political rivals?
Yeah.
The Supreme Court said that was basically legal, right?
Yeah.
Let us say if Joe Biden ordered that mess on you. Now what? The Supreme, let's say Joe Biden literally told somebody to go freaking shoot at Trump. The Supreme Court just ruled that that's legal.
What is the? I've heard about that.
So now what?
It's on basis thing. It's not. It depends. It depends on the president, because Joe Biden doesn't have that power. Actually, we thought he did. He actually does not. Joe Biden still has to follow the rules. The Supreme Court
actually does. No, the Supreme Court said he does. All you have to do is you have to code it under it being an official act or an official order. That's all you have to do. That is all you have to do. See, this is where like the word, like exact words and stuff come in when it comes to law, because that's why they couldn't get Trump at first on that notice, because the Supreme Court for some reason. But then again, also it's worth noting this. I'm not saying that it's a good thing. I'm just saying the Supreme Court right now is leaning conservative right now.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that Joe Biden should do that. What I'm saying here is the fact that the conservative
exactly,
court,
Neffy.
What I'm saying is the conservative court is now choking on its own mess by doing that. Like, you can't sit here and rule that, give this man a pass, and sit there and say that as long as it's an official order or something like that, it's okay for him to order a hit on a political rival. And then, when it comes to him, we have a problem. It don't work that way. You made the rules, and now you're about to, like, unfortunately step in your own mess. And now y'all can't handle it. And I'm not going to say the man had it coming, but I'll put it like this. What else is going to come to somebody who has been threatening a whole bunch of different people for the time being since he's been in the limelight? Exactly. Everybody from immigrants to the LGBTQIA plus community to even reporters. Man was literally at a rally talking about, I'd like to punch him in the face when he was talking about reporters. And then talking about, you know, when people would go to his freaking rallies and protest, like, oh, if you beat him up or whatever, I'll pay your bail.
Like, he's a piece of ass. I don't feel sorry for him. And the thing is, if people are cool,
I saw you
feel sorry for him.
I saw you posted, because somebody has said, like, bad information that one pick. Nope. I saw that.
He very much is. He's very sick in the head. He's not to be trusted. And people who sympathize with him, I mean, those who always side with him, there's no point in talking to them. But people who sympathize, I feel like, what are you doing sympathizing with him? What are you doing? Because it was the situation on the other foot. He wouldn't care. I'm like, what are you doing?
And this, once again, in my opinion, what they get for not admitting that what they have there is a cult. The fact that they will not admit that what they have there is a cult is doing them in.
Well, in due time, I hope I just hope despite everything going on, Chris, our country, enough people go out and vote, make the right decision. Because another thing pissed me off yesterday at my friend's stream. A lot of people were like, I don't want to go vote. It's just too much work. I'm like, what?
How?
I'm like, what? You don't know where your voting section's at?
You go on the right day. You might be in and out of there in about 5 minutes. I was at one time.
Yeah, I mean, the longest I ever stood at a poll was half an hour. That's nothing.
And even still, I'm like, well, time to get the playlist rolling until I get to this door. I'm staying right here. You get that far in the line, you might as well ride it to the end.
Yeah, like, I'm not leaving.
Like, what you gonna look like getting in the line and you stood there for 45 minutes and, like, you then gonna quit? Oh, come back tomorrow. What's gonna happen? And what's gonna happen? You come back tomorrow, you can be right in the back again. Like how much work is it? What is it, like somebody freaking like confiscate this person's freaking ID stuff? Because I know like the voter ID law, right? That mess will get in your way. I know that. But how is it too much work? How?
And just like, I'm like, people like, well, I don't, and I think they're going, well, they're both bad. Like, baby, I'm not saying that Joe Biden's a saint. I ain't never said that. But if you are in the world delusion, if you think Joe Biden is in the same league as bad as Trump. Like, you're just you're not living on planet Earth if you really think they're equally bad.
You got them talking about something. Well, Joe Biden isn't helping what's happening in Palestine. I'm like, do you really think Trump is going to do any better than?
Mm-hmm.
Him and Bibi are buddies. And freaking Netanyahu wanted him, as I know, True Law, True Real brought up, talking like he was encouraging him to turn that place to a parking lot. I think we can stop right there.
Exactly. And they don't care nothing. They don't care. And people who have this attitude like nonchalant about what's going on, I swear they're the reason this country is going through so much. They really like a care. I think what they say, part of my depression Honestly, when I'm not depressed now, it's because I think about these stuff, and it makes me sad, and it brings me down. I think about my family, I think about my friends. It brings me, it breaks down my spirit, and I think I get frustrated when I see people just going la 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 la, like everything's okay. Like, what world are you living in? It just makes me rage and from within.
People doing that is like they might look at it like, you know, I might not have it as bad as this person who might be, you know, black and gay and everything. I'm like, but more than likely that mess is still gonna get you. Unless you are not freaking amongst a very, very small select group, then Project 2025 is gonna get you. May not be as bad as anybody else, but you will get got.
It's going to affect people one way or another. It's going to.
Seeing what I've heard about freaking what they plan to even do when it comes to like freaking stuff like OnlyFans and everything and all that. Then
yeah, they're going to ban it.
They're hearing OnlyFans people saying it's for Project 2025. Are you crazy?
Like, that's gonna be gone.
I don't get that. How can you literally, like, and these are folks that openly say they make their living off of that mess, and yet you support Project 2025. It's like, you crazy?
Oh, that's always like, don't get me wrong, Chris. There's blacks for Trump, there's gays for Trump, there's women for Trump. There's the idiots, always the idiots in the group. And mind you, these are the same people gonna get hurt if Trump's in power.
It's
but
just
they
like,
exist.
It's just like I'm just saying, like, directly in your face, they said that they are going to ban the mess that you make a living off of, and you support the mess. How?
Or I think a lot of people get this illusion, like not just self-hatred. They think they're gonna get a piece of the pie. And they, I think that's what ultimately it. They think I'm gonna get benefited from this. If I work with the bad guys, they're gonna reward me. Oh, even the dictator's gonna make sure I'm good. And
as much as I want that mess to happen, honestly, hell, if literally getting thrown
I agree, Neppy.
If getting thrown down the crapper by doing that mess is gonna open their eyes up to seeing that they screwed themselves. Shrug.
That's sadly, I'm scared to death. That's why I don't think there's so many good people gonna suffer. But I feel like in almost part of my head, like a dark part of my head, like, you know what, let it happen. So all those people who thought they were gonna be safe, find out they're not safe. Just them, like, oh, I'm not safe. We told you in the beginning you weren't safe.
And those folks right there, they better not be talking. I'll put it like this: if that time comes and they get screwed or something, they better get used to hearing different versions of "I told you so."
Exactly. That's how it always goes.
Like, you gonna have somebody sitting over there like Paul Heyman after freaking Brock broke the Undertaker freaking, "We told you so."
Like, you were warned multiple times and you did not listen to none of the warnings because you wanted to be different, you wanted to be unique. But now that you and your friends or family members are suffering, like, how could this happen? We warned you what was going to happen if this man ended up in power. We told you what's going to happen. We told you how it was going to happen. And you did not listen. Now that it happened, you're playing, oh my God, how could this happen? We warned you. We thought we were doing this because we just wanted attention? No, we were warning you what you were dealing with. And you decided to go against the grain because you wanted to be unique.
This almost makes me want to make one of them freaking, what you call, like, them little meme slash. Like, you know how people like meme, they'll take like a scene from like a show or a cartoon and they'll meme it or whatever. I almost want to meme that episode of SpongeBob when Sandy woke up and she was like, because Patrick and SpongeBob woke her up during the hibernation, she got pissed off and she literally went at both of them or whatever. And there's this freaking, remember like how she was delusional and she was thinking that they were named She was like Larry or some crap?
Yes.
Like, remember that one scene where she's like, okay, Pinhead Larry, now you get yours. I'm gonna make one, because that's literally what Project 2025 is gonna be for them sellouts or whatever. It's like, how you gonna get yours? Like, I don't see how somebody literally can sit there and have something like Project 2025 telling something, hey, that nasty pornography stuff that y'all do, you're getting rid of that. I make my living off of that. I support this.
What? Stupid. Like, self-sabotage. It's literally shooting yourself in the foot syndrome.
You know what? Like, what are you doing? I hate to be that person, but like, if you are somebody that literally makes a living off of this mess, like, I know this person doesn't, but I'm just giving an example. Please do not go with Onyxe. Please don't even go with me as an example. If freaking Mandy Rose literally came out and said that she's in favor of freaking Project 2025, I'll put it like this. You don't deserve that freaking platform. You don't deserve it. If you will sell everybody else down the line to get that mess freaking banned because you think that you gonna get a cut of the pie for being one of the good ones, you don't deserve to be there. You don't deserve to make what you make off of that. You don't deserve that mess, period.
I fully agree. And like, well, you definitely
that'd be like me saying that'd be like if Project 2025 freaking said, hey, y'all can't be making no more fighting game freaking videos anymore, whatever, and I support that mess. What the hell?
That's how you make your living. How you take care of yourself. Why would you support that? It's like,
matter of fact, I'll give an even better example that's less crazy. What if Project 2025 really freaking screws over freelancers? I'm a freelancer right now. I support this. I'm a freelancer. Project 2025, like I don't know, like maybe it gives like more freaking tax or whatever, or like pretty much gonna screw us over. And I support that. The hell?
It makes no sense. Like you're hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself. But the part I don't get, so I get so mad when I see gay people, black people, are like being so pro-Trump. I'm like, you do what? His policy does not favor you like at all. I mean, it's like, you're not even in contention. Why are you supporting this person? Yeah, it does. It does. People don't realize all this stuff. They really don't. Like, people don't realize how bad...
Let any one of these opinions that you see most of these big YouTubers freaking support whatnot come and support that mess, then, like, come on. I don't think nobody self-sabotages like we do over here. I really don't think so. But then again, I haven't been anywhere, so maybe I'm not qualified to say that. What makes you think just because you vote, then you getting a piece of the pie? You know what they're looking at when they see you? This is gonna pass because even the ones that do it, they're selling it to us now. And once they get what they want, back to the line you go.
That's it. You're disposed of. So you served your purpose. It's like when gay people be going against transgender people, they be thinking, oh, the trans people are weird. Trans people are weird. Oh, that's that man. That man. That's a man. That's not. He thinks he's a woman. He's a man. Like, baby, when once they done dealing with the trans people, you're next. You think because you're gay that you're exempt?
You know what's so funny about that, Neffy? Since you get that bit of information, since you just mentioned like the censoring right there. One of the people on that freaking mess I love to talk about is everybody being so freaking PC. If that's the case, if y'all don't like Twitter like this and censorship, oh my god, y'all censoring history. Why are y'all in favor of something that's pro-censorship?
They don't think.
Why are y'all? Oh, well, you know what? You're right. They don't think.
They don't think. They cite the really sound. They think they sound so smart. They had to think that's so different, so unique, thinking above the grain, realizing they are hurting themselves with their stupid logic.
And I'm trying to go off, but this mess needs to be all here grifted like this. All these lame behind freaking medical bills that are still haunting me or whatever. I'll bet if I could grift like that, I'd be paid, but it's like, I can't do it. And why in the world are y'all letting a dude that spent half of his freaking presidential run? I'm
a YouTuber, Neffy.
I'm really rich. If he's really rich, why are y'all making him siphon money from y'all in the first place? What does a rich man need to be getting freaking subscription style freaking donations from y'all?
Exactly.
Remember that mess like after he lost the election, he had some mess on his site where it's like, if they didn't
got donated, people donated like crazy. I'm like, you're donating.
People donated like crazy. People donated like crazy, and some of those, not even just that, but they were donation subscription style. The same way people pay for Netflix, same people pay for freaking Spotify, all that mess you get it. Subscription style freaking donations.
It is, Neffy, a dumb choice at that. It's not at all. Like,
Blair White tweeted some dumb mess the other day too, talking about something like, my president took a freaking bullet for our country. He didn't even take the bullet.
Like,
all you AEW fans, bring that freaking what's the kid's name? What's that kid's name? Freaking Jack Perry. Bring the real glass joke back here, because that's what hit him. Real glass. Go cry me a river, like you said. Real, like that's all. Like
exactly, Nephi. That's the thing, Nephi. I don't care how rich you are. When you turn your back on your own kind, it says everything about you and more. Like no amount of money should make you turn your own back on your own kind. Like, I would never betray my LGBTQ brothers and sisters.
Like that man, I agree with that. That man, freaking Trump is Heihachi and Blair White. You a freaking Kazuya getting thrown to the volcano after you're freaking useless.
Like it is so sad. Like I would never turn myself on my gay brothers and sisters. Do I like them all? Hell no. Some of them are very stupid. But at the fact that at the end of the day we are all the same community, I can never turn my back against my own.
Just because I don't like reviews on other stuff does not mean it's cool to sell somebody up, because that's what some of y'all are doing. This ain't no freaking fundamental disagreement. Like, what was it that they said? What was it in Project 125? Rounding them all up and sending them to some mental institution or something?
Mm-hmm. This can't be ourselves. Yes, exactly.
And I'm gonna need y'all to get this delusion. It is not them going after your freaking kids. The freaking statistics say that mess. Again, it is so crazy. This is like a reflection against it. People want to sit there and talk about something like, oh, they want to talk about politics. Look at the mess we talked about with freaking, what was his name? The streamer that they got mad at.
Oh, Scott.
Doing the OnlyFans. Yeah, he's the bad one there. But again, we didn't have a streamer that's literally over here freaking trying to holler at children. You got another one that was a total transphobe. You got another one that was hiding a freaking child. And abusing the child apparently to the point where there's a restraining order on him. But let's talk about this guy. He did some old stuff or whatever that was just icky because I don't like men. Please. This mess right here, that mess right there, y'all might not think that this whole mess with these Twitch streamers is political, but it is, because look at what everybody's energy went to.
Exactly, like Sketch got worse backlash than freaking... The rest of them did, and it made me so mad.
Sketch is evil. He's the bad. He's the only bad one, not the one that was freaking. Because I know you brought it up. I know somebody else brought it up. It's like Sketch gets exposed or whatever. Then all the outrage. But then we find somebody who's actually over here messing with kids. Like, what is he doing now? Hiding?
I haven't heard from him for a minute. I don't care. I haven't got no updates. I just don't care. I just hope Twitch keeps this ban on going.
Oh, you got banned.
Yeah, I hope Twitch just never reactivates that channel. No.
Okay, good. That's like what
I'm tired of bad behavior being rewarded. I'm so sick and tired of bad behavior being rewarded.
I've heard of her before, and
I don't know a lot of these white girls that Damon be talking about. I just be like, okay, child. I know only about her. I really don't.
I only know about her because somebody used a clip of her talking about what was the mess? It's male mental health month and no one's talking about that. She said that on the same freaking month, which was Pride Month. You know, people played that card. It's like, oh, y'all want to talk about Pride Month? Why aren't y'all talking about male freaking mental health month or men's mental health month? I'm like, can you not talk about both?
Exactly. It's like you can't multitask, apparently.
You talking about some men's mental health or whatever? You know who's a lot of men's mental health, like who might be very affected by a lot of stuff. LGBT vote. Because of all the laws y'all passed, all the stuff that y'all continue to do, all the stuff that y'all continue to push. All the things you say about us,
all the way you make us feel as you grow up. Like, I can't even begin to tell the damn way. Like, I used to thought something was really wrong with me. I thought I was just the worst thing in the world. Like, why me? And as you get older, you realize, I'm not. It's not me. It's what society made me do. But that damage has already been done. And now, I'm spending my adulthood trying to repair myself of all those negative things that I felt as a gay person.
Yeah, they used a clip of her because she was like doing the whole, oh, it's Men's Mental Health Month and no one's talking about, like, I don't trust people that do stuff like that. When you gotta play the game of, what do they call it, the oppression of liberation, I don't care who you are, I don't trust you.
Exactly, Nephi. I'm not going back to the closet.
I don't. oh, but she advocates for me. I was like, y'all gotta stop falling for every single cookie in the tailpipe, man. And yes, I just made that up. My mom gets on my case all the time, but I purposely mess up the freaking. What's the original one?
The thing. You know what I used to mess up a lot? I used to mess up the thing, you know, that the sharpest crayon in the shed. I'm like, honestly, it's the sharpest tool in the shed.
I mean, sometimes you put your own flavor on, you know. I just do it just for it.
I mean, I used to make a mistake. I used to get messed up, guys. Actually, the thing, so you're not the sharpest, you're not the brightest crayon in the box, or you're not the sharpest tool in the shed. But I used to say, you're not the sharpest crayon in the shed. I'm like, why would I say that? And I just had to fix myself for doing that.
I mean, think about it. If you say something like that, it's gonna catch somebody's attention. It's gonna catch someone's attention.
I hear that, Nephew. I love who I am. I really do. But it's hard. It used to be very hard to love who I was when a society used to tell me everything I was wrong.
And there it is again. Says strictly things to bring attention. There it is again. Now, I'm not gonna judge whether she believes the stuff she is, because my whole thing is this. If you're gonna try to bring attention to like something that you're doing or whatever, my whole thing is this: if you truly believe it, cool.
Ain't you supposed to be in the car ride, Damien?
Like, my whole thing is like, if you're gonna do mess like that, at least believe what it is that you're saying. But you know how you can expose a lot of these people don't believe what they're saying?
And I'm happy to evaluate.
Ask them to evaluate. I'll never. This was the most patterned thing that happened when I made those silly videos. Everyone's like, oh, she has low popularity and everything. I'm like, evaluate. And what do they keep on freaking doing? I'm getting linked to somebody else's opinion. Link to this video saying this opinion. Oh, no. I didn't ask this YouTuber. I asked you. I don't even care if somebody like, I don't want anybody using my videos like that. Don't be like, ooh, Chris Luda said I'm one person.
Don't ever cite me. You agree with me, but you have to have your own opinion. Don't ever. But Onyxe said, "Baby, are you not your own person? Like, honey, you gotta be your own person. You can't just take what I said." Now, don't get me wrong. I think I get good advice sometimes, but even if I get good advice, I want you to not accept my advice because I said it. Do your own research. Do your own thinking. Do your own morals. Like, does that make sense to you? Don't just take what I said and run with it. But I actually agree with the system.
Yeah, go ahead, my bad.
No, I'm sorry. But I actually agree that the world did make me feel that way, and I'm still fixing that part of me that the world told me to hate about myself. But yeah, but I do definitely try to live my life to the fullest. I don't all the time because depression and other crap, and this lifestyle that just gets me down with bills and stuff. But I definitely try to be my most authentic self because I only got one shot at this. So I want to be the most honest version of myself, the good and the bad of Onyxe Blade as possible to the day I perish. But yeah, go ahead, Chris.
Now I was just gonna say, like, even if you agree with somebody, you should be able to evaluate on like how you feel. You can agree with somebody about something and add a new perspective to the table.
Or even you don't add a new perspective, you agree with somebody, but understand what you're agreeing to. Like I said, if someone says to me, "Oh, I think kids under the age of 15 should not work," which I agree. But tell me exactly why, because I think kids should enjoy their childhood. The children should not be forced to deal with adult labor so early on in life. Like, understand why you're agreeing to it.
Most of them probably couldn't even do it. They still gotta get the skills.
Yeah.
Somebody 15, like, they can read, but like, on what level though? It's just crazy. Like, that's just the thing with a lot of these folks. That's my whole thing. Is like, if you gonna say stuff and try to bring attention to your channels or your brands or whatever, my whole thing is at least believe in what you're saying. That's all. Maybe Tay believes in the stuff that she says, and maybe the freaking insert freaking random shock freaking fighting game content creator right here. Maybe they believe the mess they do. Maybe they don't. I don't know. My whole thing is, as long as you believe the mess, cool. But a lot of folks, it's just
not at all.
The same stuff. It's repeating the same stuff.
Bandwagon mentality. This person said that. I'm gonna agree with it. Like, what do you?
And it was so funny since I mentioned that. It is so funny. One person that thought that they had a gotcha on me was talking something. Well, First of all, like, I used several different polls. I'm like, let's look at these polls. One guy was like, bro, that one poll you used was a KOF14 poll. I'm like, you want to know what else? This is one of those polls that y'all were passing around. Y'all picked the one where she was low placed on there, but y'all wouldn't show the freaking power guys the one where she was high up there. Being in the 20s ain't bad. Especially considering all of SNK's freaking characters. Being in the 20s ain't bad. And then they try to play this dumb mess. I was like, okay, now take all the KOF15 characters and put them above her. She's gonna be in the.
I know what you meant, nephew. You had to fix that spelling. I knew exactly what you meant, my dear.
Like bullcrap. Like y'all just echo the same freaking points from somebody else because y'all can't think for yourselves. And I hate to say that because you got the free thinkers that can hijack that mess.
Yeah, I can't stand those.
Man talking about, this one freaking idiot was talking about I was being disingenuous when I said I didn't understand the syndicate. Sorry, I don't live in the freaking mindset of man children that look at one measly freaking character that you don't gotta buy and get, I want this, I want this, I want this. No, I'm gonna laugh, I'm gonna take my card and put it back in my pocket and I'm gonna move on. But I'm disingenuous for saying that. I'm disingenuous because I won't agree with you.
And people say
I'm on somebody else's stream. I'm on somebody else's stream, so I'm gonna behave myself.
And especially something like not that serious, like Sylvie's a video game character, and you don't like her, that's fine. But it's like at the same time, it's like she's a video game character. How can she, one character, bring the damnation of an entire franchise that's been around for years?
Don't
be real.
I'm so sick and tired of repeating that. KOF15 left the matchmaking and MS broken for a whole freaking year plus more, but it's this freaking character that y'all don't know is the problem. KOF15 is dry as a freaking. I don't have a joke, but you get it. Let's stick with the simple one, the desert. KOF15's dry freaking single player content is there, but it's the character that's the problem. SNK doesn't know how to push brand new protagonists in the year freaking 2016 going forward, since that's when that freaking saga first started. But this character's the problem. Much like America, once again, y'all are focused on the wrong stuff, and that's why mess doesn't get fixed.
Don't say that shit again. It really don't.
I got so sick and tired of freaking people coming in and saying like, well, people already bought the deal. I don't care. I saw this happen with Paladins. Paladins at this point right here is probably a dead game. Why? Because they wouldn't fix this up. Glitches, bugs, kicking people out of their freaking games, closing down the applications. But what did they say? Hey, here's some more content. Here's another character. Here's more DLC. Here's more stuff you can buy. What about the bugs? Oh, here's another character. Here's another character. That's how the mess died. That is why Kingdom Fighters 15 is not as big as it should be right now because of this mess, and y'all would not get an SNK's ass on it. But oh, Chris Otis is freaking, he being a hater.
No! Because you call it out, because you're not such a shill, you're not glazing the company. So, oh, you hate them. No, I love them, but I love them enough to tell them, hey, you messed up here. When you love somebody, you know you're supposed to be truthful with them.
You liked it when I said it one time, and put it on a bow and say it one more time. Y'all see the talks like, oh, keep games out of politics, but games does a whole bunch of mess just like politics. Why? Because y'all are focused on the wrong thing, and that's why mess does not get done.
Oh, you play KOF15, nephew? I didn't know that. And you still have an issue with the PC version. I'm sorry to hear that, my dear.
And you got people talking about some. And you got people making excuses talking about some. Well, and this person admitted, I don't have the numbers, but I'm pretty sure most people aren't playing on PC. How stupid does that sound?
That is very stupid.
Let me look this mess up since y'all don't look mess up. Not y'all in the chat, but these folks.
I know. I'm so sorry to hear that, Neffy.
KOF15 Steam numbers. What was their all-time max? What was their all-time, like, what you call Steam numbers? What was their all-time high? Because that's pretty much close to the number of people that actually bought the mess. KOF15's all-time peak was 8,205 people. I don't care if KOFXIV sold 100,000 on consoles. I am not leaving 8,200 flying motherfucking 5 people with a bad PC port of a game.
No, I'm not.
It is no excuse. No excuse.
You
wanna know why we don't get people? Y'all wanna know why it's not gonna reach that freaking 8,000 or even get a 4-figure number? Because of folks like y'all that shield for them and won't get in their ads when they mess stuff up. Y'all, like I said, Ignorant Rizzy said it the best, man. Y'all claim y'all want KOF to blow up, but at the same time, y'all advocate for all of this stuff that makes people not want to play.
You can't grow, you want to be a leader.
Bull crap. Bull. But no, let's talk about Sylvie. Oh, Sylvie rude.
Sylvie, one character. I wish I could say Sylvie is the worst thing that happened to KOF. I wish. That, you know, and I like the girl, but I wish I could say, oh, Sylvie like the only
bad spot. I'm gonna wait. That reminded me of something else that Cynthia just said. Go ahead. Wait.
No, go ahead. I'm finished.
Another excuse that I remember. Like, I remember this stuff right here because these are stupefyingly dumb arguments. When Neffy said that they had half-assed the freaking PC port, I brought that up too. With Sam Show. Because I said that SNK was making a big mistake. Here's what they did. They announced when Sam Show came out that, hey, y'all are gonna get a PC port. It's just gonna be sometime later. It was roughly 3-something years later before that port finally came out. Not that Google Stadia mess, because that was garbage. When the PC port actually came out, I literally said, SNK is messing up by not really nailing it down with this PC freaking port. My whole thing is this: you do not announce something like that and then leave the people out to dry. You don't do that. If this is how you were going to treat the PC port, don't announce it.
Don't even bother. It's like
somebody literally had the gall. Somebody had the gall to tell me, well, SNK is a console company that makes console games. Well, they stuck their freaking pinky toe in the pool of the PC realm, so better nut up. And then this fool is sitting over here trying to tell me, like, taking me, like, I didn't even say this, but I was like, oh, the fact that there's no PC port isn't the reason why it's unplayable on console. Why did I say that? That doesn't even make any sense.
That's one thing that has nothing to do with the other. Those are two
the mess is unplayable on console because rollback sucks. There is no single player content aside from the usual stuff. Credit to them for putting little, you know, some cinematics and whatever in there. They look pretty, they look good, but that's it. That's it. The mess is dry. This is actually a very funny, what you call it, exchange show.
I see.
There's something funny about her having the mask on and doing like a face palm.
I think with fans, like, you can love something, but what the problem with fandom, they love things to the point they don't want to see the fault in them. Like, they don't want to, like, oh, hold their favorite comes to account. They feel like any form of accountability is a bad thing. Like, no, because when you say these things, it allows them to improve it. Now, I just different to being a hater. A hater, just you're gonna complain regardless. There's nothing the company can do to please you. There's always you got always got a complaint. But when you it's a legit problem that you call out. And you know, if they fix that problem, it can make the game more better. It can get more people to enjoy the game, get more people to be interested. And but you like ignore it, and when people call it out, you're like, shut up! It's not that serious. It's not that serious. And you silently support. You know what? Screw it. Because every time I bring this problem up, y'all make me feel bad about it. So I'm just gonna start talking about it. Better yet, I'm not gonna play the game no more. I'm gonna find something else that does everything I'm looking for in the game.
Like there was no like that right there was the genesis of the tomfoolery as far as like when I started creating like all the Sam Show stuff. credit to this one person. I remember them because I at least, like, we actually ended up being cool at the end. But he said something that honestly, like, I turned into Jeffrey from Fresh Prince because I'm talking about, hey, implement rollback into this bit. Like, what's going on here? Because, like, literally one of the best Sam Show players on the planet that lives in my state, when the pandemic had happened, and that's what I call it, a pandemic. I know it's pandemic, but it's a pandemic.
I know what you mean.
For those that don't know. He was trying to keep, like, the game going down here by having these online tournaments. But after the umpteenth time, when SNK did another update with no fixes to the netcode, he said, screw it. They don't care. His whole thing is, they don't care. Why should I? That's a real sentiment. People don't know what's up. Like, that's real. If you don't care, why should I? People have, that's real. So here I am on my videos, like, hey, put roll back in this bit. What's going on? And this one person I'm talking to, for some reason, then decides to flip it. Like, granted, yeah, I know I was talking about biking in the video because this was her trailer drop. But then he instantly pivots over to, remember all those freaking dudes talk about no biking, no buy? People just sit there and talk about that and they don't do anything. And I'm like,
what?
I could have literally just have said, like, what was that? But my whole thing was this. Between the game that has a faulty piece of functionality when it comes to its online play, and a character with an infamously flimsy fanbase, between the two of these things, the character is the problem? Now, thankfully, he didn't try to BS me anymore. He was like, okay, I get what you mean. I'm like, okay, good.
At least I at least appreciate he finally understood. Some people just like to be hard-headed forever, and those are the ones.
I literally felt like that freaking Jeffrey in that one Fresh Prince freaking scene where, like, freaking Uncle Phil liking him chasing a cricket in the house. What's the freaking Captain Ahab chasing Moby Dick, and then Jeffrey was like, between the two, the cricket's the whale? Like, there's nothing like literally someone like, between the two of these things, the character is the problem. Like I said, it's so funny. It was like, you gotta keep gaming out of politics. I'm like, gaming operates very much like politics, as far as like America. Y'all operate about the same. It's a whole bunch of people shifting money and everything to get what they want. And I'm not talking about that troll on freaking Twitter that's talking about freaking Warner Brothers forked over some money to old Uncle Jeffy so Multiverse would be KOFXIV. Like, that was a good one. That was rich. No pun intended. That was rich.
So I hate conspiracy theorists who just come up with anything to make the excuses for them, like why things didn't go the way they wanted to go. I hate those like so bad.
Even if they legit did, because I'm like, Warner Brothers, y'all stupid. Politics is everywhere, even in your art.
Politics truly is everywhere. That's why I came with people that I don't like politics. Like, baby, you better find something to like about it because it dictates your life.
Should politics happens at the level like when somebody's trying to get a job or what? What do you think nepotism is? Somebody using some political pull to get an advantage.
Like, people say, well, I don't get into politics, but politics is gonna get into you. You better figure out something.
Like, if you ever did some freaking underhand investment, if you ever did anything, it doesn't even have to be underhand. You could be just using the pieces and whatever it is that the system gives you to do stuff. You could literally do that. That's politics. Whether it's underhanded or whether it's not.
Politics is like your friend helping you get a job through connection. That's politics.
Hello.
People don't realize politics is more common in your life than what you think. Politics dictates how your life is going. What school zone you go to, you know, all that stuff. People like to say.
It's funnier nowadays hearing freaking wrestling fans say, like, I'm just here for the wrestling, not politics. What do you think goes on backstage?
Politics. Why do you think when you say wrestlers, we dreading to leave when they don't get the right amount of push? Politics. Like, people be so ignorant to the ways of the world. It's like they think the less I know about it, unless I'm gonna be affected. Like, no, baby, you just don't know how bad it's affecting you because you don't want to keep up.
I'll never forget people that literally, and the funny thing is, all I did was just bring the mess up. But that whole acquisition of freaking SNK by freaking old Mohammed bin Salman's foundation or whatever, all I did was report. And people calling me woke. You do know that they freaking invested in Capcom, right? I put a link to an article that also mentions Capcom as well.
My word, the worst thing I can't stand is people who don't pay attention to what's going on. They just start commenting. Like, did you see what the person said?
Don't read, don't think, don't do anything. Like, that mess, because here's the thing that I can think about when folks ask them, oh, just block. I'm like, I know. But here's my thing, it's like, are y'all really that freaking dumb? Seriously? I put this out here, like, why are you getting on my case about the fact that I put a bunch of women on my list when Fatal Fury doesn't have a lot of women to begin with? It's not me that didn't choose a bunch of women, it's SNK that did. The very first Fatal Fury game, when it comes to major characters, playable or any characters, how many are in it? 0. Mine didn't come around until Fatal Fury 2. I almost dropped a video responding to that mess because there were several points I wanted to make from that.
I would think you should do, but that's up to you. I know you've been very busy, so I don't want you to make yourself any more busy than what you've been.
Well,
but
like,
I was like, at this point, like, look.
I got posted on Twitter where I said, like, you know, nothing like, you know, getting some quality video identity, and you're like, nah, I don't want to put that. That's what that was. That's what that was. Because that's my point, too.
It's just frustrating, like,
the reason why I can't stand in my fanboys is that, again, it goes back to the Bison mess. I'm not saying get rid of Ryus and Kims and Chun-Li's and none of that mess then, but like, did y'all really freaking need Dawson, Blanca, and Honda? And I say that because y'all, the over-reliance on this nostalgia is the reason why characters with little potential don't get pushed. I sit over here and I say, hey, you know what would be cool if in freaking City of the Wolves, what if freaking Alice actually came back? What if freaking Tsugumi Sendo came back? What do I get hit with? No, the mime, the Mary. And that's it right there. Tsugumi has had one freaking Fatal Fury under her freaking belt and has never been back since. And like as unique as a character that is, because almost every wrestler character has got to be some big old beefy Vince McMahon fever dream. You telling me, and somebody talking about there wasn't enough gameplay variety in my list, you telling me Tsugumi Sendo wouldn't be gameplay variety?
She definitely would be with her orthodox style wrestling. She definitely would be. I would love to see Tsugumi wrestle style in a more traditional fighting game. Because I know people said a lot of things like Fatal Fury Ambition, I guess Wild Ambition was called. Yes. That it was clunky in some sense. So imagine getting to see this girl. And like seeing this girl's move style. It's just one thing I'm gonna say. What I love about SK was Shiki. Shiki was put in a 3D fighter. You know, yes, she did appear in Capcom vs. SK2, not SK2, Capcom vs. SK Chaos, SVC Chaos, my bad. SVC Chaos, and she had Neo Geo Chaos scene. But she was never put in a proper Sam Show game. Because she was so popular, she had such a big following, despite coming from such a niche version of the Sam Show game, she was finally put into a Sam Show game proper. And her way she plays is absolutely amazing. And people, the thing is, we don't get to see that stuff because people keep wanting to see the regular stuff all the time. Like, you cannot be scared to see some kind of change. I know it's telling you change to the point where you like abandon your fan base, but you gotta want variety. You got to. That's what I'm praying KOFXIV, wherever it comes. It's like King of Fighters 11 in terms of take a chance with your roster. I'm sorry, call me boring. Where is Steph? I haven't seen Steph in a long time. What's Steph doing? What's Foxy do outside of the cooler and Diana? Where is Malin? Where is all these characters we hardly get to see? SK has such a plethora of characters, but they keep giving the same characters over and over and over. And I'm so bored. So bored.
It's the same thing.
It's like, and people keep like, baby, I get it. You gotta have your core characters. Your Kyo, your Terry, your Ma, your Yuri, your Athena. I'm not saying don't talk about.
We're not even saying get rid of them. You could help. Those characters have been around so long. You could help them establish some new characters, or help them, like, you know, raise the stock of somebody else.
It's just like
Kenso should have been in 15. Maybe he'll be in what you call it, because that man Kenso has more to offer.
Kenso, right now, I needed the Dragon Saga to really take place. I'm so mad that SK started developing that, and then SK kind of dropped it. Hey, child, I'm glad you got home safe. After this one, I'm doing one more playthrough. Then I'm gonna call the stream. I'm gonna do one playthrough at the beat team with this group. Then I'm doing one playthrough and I'm calling the stream. But yeah, it's like
it's so stupid. It's like the best. Like with my scenario was like, I just said, do you really need freaking Honda, Dolphin, and freaking Blanca or whatever?
Blanca. I'm biased to Blanca, but I get what you're saying.
And here's the thing. It's like, oh no, we need these Street Fighter 2 characters. You still have Pete, you still have Gal, you still have Ken. I didn't say get rid of them. Those three at least fill an archetype that actually like puts them above them in my eyes. And it's like, how in the world are you going to have a freaking... Again, Scotia said it, a lot of people said it. How are you going to have a game that is set after Street Fighter 3 and doggone near none of those characters of Street Fighter 3 come back? Well, Street Fighter 3 freaking didn't sell well. We are long past that. Street Fighter 3 is one of the top games of EVO!
I don't see Alpha there. I don't see Street Fighter 2 there. I see Street Fighter 3 though.
Yeah! The scary boogeyman mess, it's over. People like that game, Third Strike. That's all I freaking hear about. And I don't even like Third Strike like that. Alpha 3 is my favorite Street Fighter. But still, hey, Third Strike, it's like MDC 2. Bad in the beginning, but people loved it later when they warmed up to it. It's over. It's cool, Capcom. You can bring them back in now. Why in the world are y'all not pulling the trigger on Cody being the mayor? Why are y'all not pulling the freaking trigger on... What else is out there? Freaking Maki, like, Elena's a good step in the right direction.
Yeah, Maki is due for a return. She's definitely due. But with Cody, but like Cody he's not playable yet, but he is, even in the World Tour, he's established as the current mayor.
He should have been on the roster. People can sit there and talk about, oh, just focusing on freaking story too much. So over relying on Street Fighter 2, like that's just masterful planning. And the only thing that y'all are gonna say is, oh, they're popular. So freaking bloody what?
There's no progress if he can't get to the same well over and over again. There's no progress.
I'm convinced that Bison Simp that freaking blocked me probably has a cardboard cutout and freaking practices on his knees or whatever, dude. I don't care if he got 1 million views. I don't care he was the first character in that pass or whatever, because he was trying to make it seem like, oh, you're just mad because Bison got it. Bison's gonna be released first of Elena. I don't care. I've been saying that I like freaking Mai and Terry, but of course, y'all don't listen. It's like y'all don't listen. This white dude tried to chase me all because I said.
That's Damon being Damon. Don't. That's why I tried and pay no mind. I've been friends with Damon so long. I know when to tune out. I know when to tune out.
Might even make a game where it's like he's a mischief agent.
Damon's the Black Air Cartman.
What was that game that Rockstar made where it was like freaking GTA, but it was a little less fun? Bully.
Saints Row? Oh, Bully. I didn't think you deserved shit because it never happened.
I mean, you provoked them. People want to be provocateurs until like the heat comes.
Yeah, of course.
Like getting healed, like it might be fun being the villain, but like in real life, that mess might cost you. Like somebody who digs up the dirt on you. But it's like this Street Fighter 2 lines, that's garbage.
It really is, and like I think Street Fighter 5 did a good job with the Street Fighter 2 representatives, and at least in the beginning before they all got in there. Because the beginning was just
and see, think about it again. The biggest one is the fact that people were actually pretty pleased. I'm like, oh my god, Charlie freaking Nash is back. And then he gets fed to a character that really didn't need it. Like, why did it have to come at the cost of the dude that was probably gonna come back anyways? Why'd you have to sacrifice him to bring back a guy? Like, you could have wrote any other storyline and had Bison come back, but why did freaking old Charlie have to take the pin? Why?
I'm kind of tired, like, and Bison being brought back so many times. Like, what's the point? Don't kill him at this point if you're gonna keep bringing him back.
But Onyx, he has a horse.
Help.
Like one of my other YouTubers, like one of my other favorite YouTubers once says, like, God, my God, you people are easy. Like, he has a horse. Oh my God, y'all are easy.
That's how I feel about some people acting with damn Mr. Orange Face after his little incident. Like, y'all are so easy. Y'all are so easy. Like, oh my god.
I'm laughing because it's like that sounds like a that sounds like a cartoon character, like in really one of those dumb like one of those cartoons that's just meant to be absurd, like top and bottom. Like there's a character named Mr. Face.
It's like, y'all are so easy.
I would make a cartoon like that, but some people would assume it would be about him. Make a very cranky next door neighbor named Mr. Orange Face.
I missed that move, Sylvie. I'm sucked that you don't have that move in 15.
Come on, dog.
This one right here, she doesn't do this move in 15. She doesn't have it. Go ahead, Mason. Show up, spend your meter.
The character's awesome. I like Mitchell.
They felt like she didn't need it, Damien. They gave her other moves.
I mean, Naj also lost some moves too. Naj lost a lot of parries.
Yeah, I liked her parries. I think it was cool. I hate the fact that she lost the parries for the little thing that boosted her drop kick. I like that. I like it personally. I prefer her parries. If I don't play Naj, I can't. Yeah, I don't play Naj to the point where I really can BS about it, so I'm like being moan about it, so I can't really say, but I do like, I think the parries were like flair to her.
Yeah. But you know what, I always feel like they did that because I guess SNK heard the freaking complaints, like when she had been released, apparently she was overpowered with having those freaking parries, I guess. Which I mean, I think that might be fair because when you took those away, it's like she's not exactly...
No, she's just okay now. No, she's not at all. She's just okay right now, 15. But I hope Dulon gets more buffs again, because I'm glad that Dulon got... I definitely want to see more Dulon in tournaments. It's because he got some sick mix-ups, but he gotta get... I think he needs a little bit more buffs. But he's not as bad as people thought he was.
Thank goodness SNK is not making us wait till Sunday, though. That's so good. So I'm glad.
Yo, they're day one.
You ain't gotta wait till Sunday.
That's I'm happy about too.
I don't want to keep bringing it back to Mr. Orange Face, but maybe it was good that mess happened this weekend, not this weekend.
No, not Dula Peep.
do a piece of like lost siblings. It's like one freaking child that freaking what's his face doesn't claim it.
Well, he dead would be two, because he doesn't claim Xiaolon either, as far as if I remember correctly.
That was a cool character right there.
That is a very cool character. A character I would love to see translated into proper KOF.
And I
that would be a shadowy actor.
It was so crazy, just like when I was looking at the Legendos you wrong second previous video, it was like, man, this game actually everybody talks about it being like a KOF blockbuster, but even this mess has some good characters.
It did, it really did. I like Cloud, I like Jack, I like Claire's alternate costume, I love Wooey. Who else I like? I like Blast and Seal. Blast and Seal was so cool. And who else I like? I like the Shenwu's redesign. I know I used to have a friend named Magag. He hated it when Shenwu got his redesign. He liked the original Shenwu. Sure, Damien.
Oh no, what happened this time?
Sure, he's not Will. Don't entertain him. Damien being trolled. Damien's trolling.
Man, what?
Child, please.
Imagine like you had a fairly sizable audience that would only come here when we come play KOF.
They'd be so mad. They'd be so mad.
Man, I done already told you enough stories about how much mess I be getting from SNK fans. You don't want to wish that mess on you. I don't even do anything.
Like, you think Min Young, like, that's why, like, wow, like, they gonna really cater to me if I put in my favorite Maximum Impact character in the game. Sure. If they ever put a Maximum Impact character in the game, it's gonna be Albert, Story, Louise, or Leanne Neville. Like, no way, SK, I love Min Young, and I love Min Young so much, I'm not stupid enough, they'll never go jump straight to Min Young. Never.
Be right back. Be right back.
No problem. Child, please. Why are we excited about fake news, Damien? Like, be for real, be for real. Why would I be excited about fake news? Sure. Sure, Jen. I believe it when I see it. But you can't say nothing was Maxima because Maxima's already in the game.
I heard that.
Oh God! Not you coming back for Maxima.
If they reveal a freaking like an alternate Maxima or whatever, then we're getting booted after that.
Man, I would never install my game again, ever again. That game would stay uninstalled. Like, that'd be like, oh, that's what I wasted slot. Like, you want to think about wasted slot? That's what a wasted slot looks like.
When this happens, I'm gonna take that freaking clip, of that game that I was playing with a friend of mine, like the little weird mess, that little psychedelic trippy freaking alien game or whatever. That one boss battle where I said that freaking boss looks like a Maxima fan. Download that clip and I'm gonna upload it to my channel, and I'm not even giving one single damn about it. Y'all Maxima fans literally freaking. Like I said, I have never capped that hard for a character in my life before. I don't care. I don't care if it's freaking Darlie. I don't care if freaking 20 videos came out today saying Darlie's a wasted slot. I would not care. Some of them folks I'd probably agree with them.
I tell you, there's some people who do. I've seen people on Twitter actually say the thing on Showdown team was a wasted slot.
Well, you can blame the copyright on that, man, because we would have had that same team had SNK not wanted to get the money. Because honestly, that team was pretty special when you think about it. The freaking the Another World team, that was pretty special because, oh my god, SNK is actually kind of picking from some other stuff. Sure, it's patchy slots, but still. Cool. But SNK had to go the way of the free money!
It sucks. Mumu and Love were very interesting partners, and I like their chemistry over Darlie and Hamu anyways, but it is what it is.
And the messed up part about it is somebody had filled me in on something. Mui was not sold. It was just Love Hard.
I heard she was sold. Oh shit!
No. I actually looked into that. I actually looked into when somebody told me that, and I couldn't find anything that said that Mui got sold. It was just Love Hard that got sold. So I'm like, why couldn't y'all have picked somebody else just to replace Love Hard?
Love.
Not that hard. Like, shoot, you could have like done the freaking thing from You could have freaking. I mean, it's. Here's the thing about Team Another World that was so good. You can mix and match whatever you want. That could have freaking Nakamura could have literally stumbled on a freaking random island somewhere and freaking ran into. Let me pick somebody. Theo. And you bring her in and she's part of Team Another World. That'd have been dope. People love Metal Slug.
That would have worked really well too. Honestly, that would have worked really damn well.
Freaking Jean d'Arc. Freaking from
and that's what I thought. Honestly, that's what I thought the setup was, because they brought her in SK Hero and they had her model ready. So I thought, okay, when the time before Mumu, I thought the time when we knew Love was gone. SK Heroes made that weird. That was Love's final game.
Damien, that's the Damien, that's the little Chinese, like the little kid Chun-Li girl.
He knows that. He knows they spelled her name wrong intentionally. He knows. He's showing it. You gotta get used to Damien. Damien trolls in so many ways. He knows exactly how to spell her name. Anyways, that's what I thought the setup was SK Hero Tag Team Frenzy.
Of course.
That's the set I thought, because you were Love being her final game. I thought John was gonna take Love's spot, and it's gonna be Nakamura, Mumu, and John.
They could have picked any little. They could have picked any. Like, isn't Nakamura traveling and everything in like wormholes and stuff in Defying Time?
Yeah.
You could literally pick anybody and it would have been fine. Except for the robot.
Yeah, of course. Except for the robot. Oh, I want to clarify something, and maybe I don't know about this. Is that SK own Waku Waku 7? Or it's not SNK?
Sunsoft owns them. The thing that SNK did was, the reason why you see SNK's name on that is that they had published it for the Neo Geo. But hey, relations close enough. Here's a little bit of trivia. That's the reason why I took down the video where I had like my character, like my 20 Capcom vs SNK3 dream matches, because you have some smarties on some. Well, the Reno from Waku Waku is Sunsoft, and I'm like, y'all acting like crossovers don't have guest characters, and I'm like, you know what? I'll change it to something else. So I'm like, who else? Like, what else can I do? So I'm like, oh, well, how about Lee Finn and freaking Melee Jinji? Boom, there we go. Somebody thought they were being funny when I made like my Melee video, and then when I made
I saw that. I remember saw that comment. I saw that comment on the Mate Lee video. Some weird.
Well, not even just that one. This one person thought they were being funny by saying, because I dropped that video first, and then after that came the video where I was talking about the little issue I had with season 2, and this person was like, I thought the issue was the fact that Mate Lee was in, and I'm like, I don't like bagging on people's sense of humor then, but this is literally Midwest cornfield levels of corn.
I thought his problem was no Mate Lee was there.
It's like y'all are lucky I am not a very mean person. I would have literally commented, you're not funny and nobody likes you. I said that better not. I'm about to say that better not land. That better not land. I'm about to say freaking Sylvie was in midair, dude. Ain't no way in the world KOD yanking people out the sky with that mess. Many times that I played that character in KOF15 and whatnot, that man is not yanking folks out the air. And credit to SNK because his climax of 15 is better than the 14 one.
Yes, it was. I like his 15 climax a lot. His 14 climax wasn't bad. It was just like 14.
Have you seen the discussion on Twitter where they were talking, like, I think it's a picture like the little Will Smith meme where he's gesturing towards something and they were talking about, oh, you know, video games are fine, you know, don't worry about the graphics and blah, 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 and then
yeah, I thought
some people in the fighting game
were talking
about
King of Fighters 14 Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I thought, my friend Killy Lily made that comment, and he got a lot, that's like the most liked tweet I ever seen from him. And thinking he's such a sweetheart, but he like his tweets get like okay traction, like nothing crazy, but okay traction. Most time they get big traction when he like does like little combos with Shermie or something like that. But he like, where were y'all King of Fighters 14, 15 then if graphics don't matter? And people like yeah, he's right. Where were y'all?
You know what I always thought? Because there were people in my town that saw like me and Larry playing freaking KOF 14 because Larry had got it first. And several different times I've heard people say, this was like a PS2 game.
This is like a PS3 game. You know what I always thought when I heard that? Aren't PS2 and PS3 considered some of the best consoles ever? Like if I'm gonna, like if you're gonna compare like the style of my game to something and you pick something from like two of the most best consoles like considered like generally speaking, I'll take it. I know like you know you're saying it's outdated, but I'll take it. That nostalgic freaking look is kind of coming back in the style when you look at like indie fighters, all the stuff you sent me.
But my whole thing came by 15 was not a bad looking game at all. It was like it was new the first time for SK to go 3D in a traditional sense. And people act like this game was like the most ugliest looking. Like, no, it's not. The worst looking character in this game to this day is Andy. Andy looked terrible. I don't know why. For some reason, Andy and Kyo look horrendous. Don't know why. 14? They do look horrendous. In 14. Not, 15, they look great. 14, Andy and Kyo look horrendous.
Something about Andy in 14, he looks kind of stocky, and then Kyo, I guess, is, for me, maybe I'm guessing that's just the fit.
It's not the fit. No, I actually think the fit looks good. It's his face and the default look. Not classic Kyo. It's funny, classic Kyo looks fantastic, but regular Kyo, like the regular Kyo, like
doesn't even look like him, honestly. Because Kyo's hair, he's usually like his hair is usually slick or whatever. It's not kind of spiky hair, ain't it?
Yeah.
It looks like a new metal singer from the 90s.
It just didn't look appealing.
Yoshimitsu treatment sounds more disgusting than it actually is. Like the only thing more gross than the Yoshimitsu treatment is probably like the Boldo treatment. I like the fact that they got
I'm waiting to find the right person to give the Boldo treatment to.
I like the guest characters they picked for Sam Show, but I still think they missed an opportunity by not having the caliber character in Sam Show. That'd have been groundbreaking.
I think that would have been really cool as well, but what SoCal character think they would allow them to be decimated like that? That's the problem. That's like the whole thing with like Mortal Kombat.
They got the Mortal Kombat problem.
Yeah.
I guess Nightmare.
I mean, Nightmare be the closest thing, but people be at I guess people would have been hyped for Nightmare. To be fair, people would have been somewhat hyped for him.
I actually had Nightmare Siegfried on my list that I did like a long time ago, like guest characters I wanted in freaking Sam Show. Let me see if I remember all my pictures on that, because I know the funny thing is I indirectly kind of called it because I did say a last blade character. The three that I wanted, the three I wanted didn't make it though, but I wasn't bad. What you call was actually really good.
I like Hibiki. That's my baby right there. I love this Kakarot's case too.
Hibiki was actually a solid pick. I think I wanted Kaede, I wanted Moria Minakata, and I wanted Setsuna. Let's see, I said that. I said Nightmare Siegfried. I said Guts from freaking Berserk, which I mean, hey, that would work. I mean, that messes Bloody up. They could have did that with no freaking problem.
Yeah, he would have worked. Definitely worked. That's gory. It's worth. Samurai Shodown is actually light work compared to what happened in Berserk.
Let's see, plus because it was 10 entries. I had a last blade character. I had Nightmare Siegfried on it. I had Guts from Berserk. I had Kenshi from Mortal Kombat instead, just because I thought like they could do more with like. I was thinking about his playlist variation in MKX, and like that, if you tone it down, could have been pretty good for Sam Show.
I agree.
And Kenshi. Who else was on this? Let me see if I can remember. This is an old video. I had Katana from DC Comics.
Mortal Kombat.
Katana.
Oh, for DC Comics. Not Katana.
Yeah. Because she was a samurai, even though they kind of like. I like the little modernized look they have for her when she was in Suicide Squad. That's 5. Who are the other 5? Hamura Kenshin from Rurouni Kenshin. I did say that. My number 1 on there was Soki from Unimusha, because I loved Soki and
Tatsunoko.
Yes. See, they freaking took risks with that freaking game. The Capcom side still had the Ryu, still had the Chun-Li, still had the freaking Morgan, but freaking Alex?
That was a dope pick.
Crossover? A Capcom versus crossover? Freaking Alex from the big old bad Street Fighter 3 era? Yo! Cause Mega Man Balda was in there, Zero was in there.
Whoa was in there.
Oh yeah.
They had a Saki chick for that shooting game. I don't know what game it's called, but I know she's from that shooting game.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. I'm like, okay.
And I'm not even was it Amakusa in that game? Oh no, the dog. Oh, that's only in the Marvel series.
Oh, Amaterasu. That was Amaterasu was the first in MVC3.
Okay, no. I could have sort of had like an Oni not character from that game though, but I guess I was wrong.
Who else was on the Capcom side? This is Zero, Mega Man Bona, Roll, Saki. I think that might be all of them. Morgan was in there, obviously. That was actually the first game where they weren't using that same Morgan sprite. Wait a minute, never mind. I looked at the second name. I knew what you're talking about. I was like, who's Damien talking? I was like, wait a minute. I looked at the second name. I'm like, never mind. And I literally found out about Chorus from that game. And that OVA is actually really good. Chorus was on the Tatsunoko side right there. I still have my copy of that game, even though I don't have like a Nintendo Wii or anything anymore.
You could get one though. I mean, definitely. You pass it down to your kids or something.
Oh yes. From here, freaking Antonov's music, that sounded like Goldberg's theme music. The doom. I need to take that freaking tweet that I made and make it into a short.
Macho Man Randy Savage. Like he's like kind of like a Russian combination of Hulk Hogan. The parts of Hulk Hogan that's actually cool, and Macho Man Randy Savage. And that's at least about how I look at Antonov.
Yeah. I need to take that one tweet that I made and make it into a freaking short where I said that I wanted Carmen Sandiego in a fighting game.
Oh, yeah, I saw that tweet. I'm like, oh, she would be dope. But also, speaking of characters, I know I probably will never see besides Ingrid. Everybody know, and you know me, I love Ingrid. I would love to see Ingrid so bad from Capcom Fighting Jam, Capcom Fighting Revolution, whatever you want to call it. But I want to see Capcom use Ruby. You remember how the Ruby, like the Street Fighter Universe version of Ruby Heart? I want to see her in the Street Fighter 6.
Oh yeah.
I want to see her
because I think they dispelled that rumor that because you know the thing for the longest time was the fact that she was a scrap Dark Star.
Oh yeah, she was Dark Star. Capcom said that's not true.
Yeah. Urban legends.
Oh Damien, please! I want to pet a pit bull so bad. Pit bulls are so cute, especially baby pit bulls. They are the cutest thing in the world. Adult pit bulls are cute too, just as long as they're raised right. But baby pit bulls are so adorable. I'm obsessed with baby pit bulls.
I had no idea you see freaking Verse start this with a freaking foot dive.
That's Verse for ya.
What the best in KOFXIV was in that?
I mean, with shadow expectation, because who the fuck would think when they put that character back in?
If they reveal anything freaking silly in my eyes, I'm just gonna try to laugh it off, and I don't care who says what.
You trying to check me out first?
Get out of here with that mess! Somebody's electricity rules over you.
The thing is, people would like. I think some people would like if Reverse was DLC rather than just Verse.
Yeah,
I like Reverse.
I think Reverse should have been. I think Reverse definitely should have been a playable character. I'm shocked that she wasn't.
I like Reverse. I really wish
Reverse is a girl.
I really wish you hadn't said that. I mean, now I'm imagining literally what it would look like if those two were going to do. I'm done. Why?
This is the tip of the iceberg of the outlandish thing Dame would be saying in my damn stream.
Please do not let that iceberg go any further down. You see how big these iceberg videos can get.
Well, I know, I definitely know. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is a stream.
Even wanted to freaking I'm gonna do like a version 2 of the guest character once and so much stuff has happened. Creepy wants to do that one with me. I'm like, what?
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not a bad idea. It'd be nice to see me. I'm not saying it never happened. Oh.
I'll let you sign off since what's his face is signing off right now.
Thank you for having me, Chris. Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Well, thank you for being. Well, I'm looking at what Damien's saying, but I was going to say thank you for like being patient with all the stuff.
No problem, my pleasure. That's what I do. I love you, so I have no problem. I was happy. I'm glad it worked. Thank you. Anyway, guys, that's it for now. I'm gonna go get me some food and relax the rest of the night. Finish some more edits for later this week. And that's it. Peace, take care, guys. Onyx Blade is out. And rest in peace to Queen Shannon Doherty. I miss you.